Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
What broke him down? Was it just a
body punching? I was hitting him with body punching. I heard him actually, he was crying there.
You're saying that Biggs was crying when you hit him?
Yes.
When did that happen?
And perhaps the fourth round on.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
So that you knew you had him by that time.
Absolutely, but I knew he was toughing and taking those punches.
Deontay Productions.
Making women's gestures like, oh.
Let's go check.
Good morning, TBV, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Friday morning podcast. We are here to talk some boxing. It is fight week. We have Keith Thurman and Josecito Lopez weigh in a little later today, but right now it's the morning time. Get your coffee, get your blunts. It's time to talk some boxing. All right, on the agenda, Frank Warren says that Wilder equals bigger money, a richer fight for Tyson Fury without Anthony Joshua. He's saying that the fight is bigger with Wilder than it would be with Joshua. We'll give you all the details and we'll debate this one. Is he right? Is he lying? Or did he use some of Nestor's talking points? Was he listening to the show when I read you these quotes? I don't know, but we'll find out.
Call me Mr. Chimney. I want smoke.
With anybody, bring it today. Thunderdome status.
It's me, Mario.
What is up? What is up? Yo, morning edition. Had a late night on the podcast last night. I was like, was I going to make it? I made it. I made it with time to spare, man. Woke up in a really good mood. I feel good. Talked to Cantu last night. Got everything straightened out for this week. And it, like, I knew it, but it hit me. And then I'll be in Dallas the following week for Kovalev. And that's going to be a packed card too. So TBV's everywhere. Got Ron hopping ferries and boats. I think that he's going to have like people carry him like they used to do, like they did Mayweather that one time. I mean, he's heading everywhere, man. He's taking trains and cars and boats and shit. I don't know, man. I think he's got like animals carrying him and shit. Like it's crazy, but TBV all over the place. What's up?
What all right there?
I speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Speak it, believe it, receive it. I can't say it enough. I speak it, believe it.
With the stamp, 2 attempts, handed bands over. Sicko hit, shot and miss, 2 to stand over.
Turn up.
Breadwinner, huh? Look who in the building. Let me check my Instagram. I might be at 1 million.
And I'm in.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Yo. Good morning, everybody out there in TBV land, man. We're back here with another one. Motherfucking Frank Warren coming out talking shit. Is it just shots to Eddie Hearn and AJ, or does he really believe that Deontay Wilder is the biggie money fight for Fury? But we'll get into it. Sorry about my light. I'm about to turn on back on right now. But what's going on, Ralphie or Fighter IQ?
The fuck's going on here?
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
I've been doing this. I ain't been up and fell off. I've been through the Lennox Lewis era, the Nassim Hamed era, the Sugar Shane Moses era, the Oscar De La Hoya era, Marquez Hunter era. I've been through all the eras, and I still been
How much you talking? You do too much talking. The thing is this.
People want their subjective preferences to be the objective reality.
HBO needs to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing. ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Good morning. Yo, we got Mike's electricity back on, like that Marcus Brown and Badu Jack moment with the electricity went out. But with that being said, with the rumblings and announcements coming up of Tyson Fury, Wilder, Anthony Joshua, these guys are allegedly supposed to have their announcements coming up in about a week or so. So with this being said, this is probably a prelude to what we might be seeing this year. So Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, does it make more sense to have this fight? Is it internationally known? That's what we're going to talk about. But we'll pass it on to Ralphie, man.
Yes, yes, yes. Frank Warren doing what Frank Warren does. He's a promoter after all. He's a promoter after all, and that's what he does. So we're gonna have to get into that in a second. I don't believe what he's saying. You can't believe old fish eyes. Let's get into it.
It's funny. No, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and agree with you from the beginning so that doesn't fall on deaf ears towards the middle of the show. All promoters lie. Frank, Bob, Eddie, Lou, Tom, Oscar, doesn't matter. They lie. Now, is this a lie? That's for us to decipher, right? Like, we need to see what talking points Frank brought up and what here is fact.
Let me just start out by saying, I'm sorry. I've been cutting you off all fucking 12 hours. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I mean, you do that all your life. Go ahead.
I mean, let's like just lay it out. You know what I'm saying? I think Frank Warren is not lying. Maybe I'm the only one.
Well, I just would rather had the quotes, and then we could kind of like dissect it like that. Ness, you want to do it, or you want me?
You guys can have a quote, but let me give you my quick background.
Play this audio.
Potentially.
Okay, you got audio. Awesome.
The rematch potentially straight after the fight of it, the rematch happening in the UK. Is that completely ruled out now?
I very much doubt it will happen in the UK. The big money is in the States as far as the American pay-per-view is concerned. That looks like to be the favourite. I'd like to get it in the UK. Tyson like it in the UK, but financially, it may be difficult to do that.
Are you concerned though about that fight happening?
I'm glad you played that, brother.
Now, why would Frank say that there's more money in the US if there's not more money in the US?
I don't understand that question.
Why?
That was to Ralphie.
No, that was to the world. Why would Frank say that there's more money in the Wilder Fury rematch if it happened in the US versus if it happened in the United Kingdom?
I can comment on that one. You have to look at what units Fury moves. You have to look and then compare it with the next guy. It very well may be the case that for Tyson Fury, there may be more money over there for him in the States than in the UK, owing to what he pulls in, the units that he shifts.
The way that he is, I don't know if quantify would be the right order, but the way that he's bringing all this together, he's saying that comparing what Fury would make in the Wilder rematch to what he's being offered in the Joshua fight. This interview could be found on Boxing News Online. This is the original source. Boxing News Online has all the original quotes because Boxing Scene did use this interview, but didn't use all the quotes. So I will pull it up. I'll let you guys talk a bit. I'll pull it up.
I got it real quick if you want. You want me to do it? Okay. So he starts off by saying, this is Frank Warren being interviewed. This is the Boxing News article that Ness was talking about. And his first quote is saying, we're negotiating. I hope by the end of this week, we'll be in a position to announce something one way or the other. Fingers crossed, he told Boxing News. And then he got into, it's just the usual stuff in terms of negotiations. I won't negotiate through the press. We're not doing an Eddie Hearn. We're working hard, both sides, to try to make it happen. We want it. It's just a matter of getting it over the line so that's what we're working on. And then the big aspect, I think, of this interview, and the part that I think he meant to throw out there, this was always the plan for him in the interview. He says, this is Frank Warren again, it's a more meaningful fight, and it's a bigger money fight than Joshua. Of course it is. You've got an American pay-per-view. What are you going to get for Joshua and Tyson? There's far more money for that Wilder fight. It's much more meaningful. Tyson and Wilder's last fight generated more income than Alexander, Povetkin, and Joshua. I think he's bigger in England as well now. He didn't get booed. Warren added, Joshua is talking about fighting Dillian White again with the greatest respect and fighting Gerald Miller. Gerald Miller walked in this room. No one would know who he is. Let them get it on. Let them get on with it. That's their business. That's their problem. They keep worrying about it. We're doing us. They should worry about delivering for their man. So that's was the end of the quote. Mike, it seemed like you were very very opinionated on this. You want to take it first, brother?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say what Frank Warren pretty much said. I mean, we all know that, and no matter if Fury fighting Wilder or if Fury fighting Joshua in the UK, there is more money to be made in the US because of the pay-per-view revenue, not sanction fee, but the site fees that Vegas or LA or New York might put their bid out there for. And also, man, we have the seats that are in the arena absolutely cost more. So no matter that I just thought of something like this morning, like why is Eddie them sending offers over? Like, shouldn't I understand that Wilder and Fury are doing their own thing, but after this fight is done with, I think Wilder and Fury should be sending the offers over. I think the more money and the more lucrative fight will be in the US. That's why Joshua and Eddie Hearn are so desperate, or not desperate, but wanting to
You
come
sound
over
like a sheep using that word desperate. Isn't that something Wilder said? Bah!
And it's interesting. Mike made an interesting point there. He said that if the money is better in the States, then surely Wilder and Co. should be sending offers over, but clearly they're not doing that. The offers are coming from the UK. Surely that's an indication of where the money is.
That's false.
We sent it. We sent 50 million over first time.
Let me just exactly. So they sent that money over, and you guys act like it's not real. So why would they keep sending offers that feel that isn't real?
Look, I don't even want to get into that. I'm going to stick to the script, and the script is this: is it a bigger fight, or because look, there are a couple of things he says in the quote. He says, Frank Warren says it's a more meaningful fight and it's a bigger money fight than Joshua for Wilder. So when you take into regards the amount of money that's made in the US, okay, sure. If you take into account more meaningful, I don't know. In fact, actually, I do know. I think if we were to fast forward 2 years from now, okay, and Tyson Fury fought Wilder and fought Joshua, if he was going to win one of those fights to propel his career, it's Joshua. I think it's obviously Joshua. It means more to your career to beat Joshua because there is more at stake for him. He is the more lucrative fighter in terms of boxing. But here's the point that I think that Warren's trying to make. They see Wilder as beatable. Okay, so they think that that's a fight that they can win, and more meaningful because if they're saying that, it's only based on the fact that if they beat Wilder, their bargaining chips to take it to Joshua go up so heavy, and that fight between Wilder and Joshua is no more. I mean, don't get me wrong, people would still want to see it, but now it's Fury Joshua. That's the fight people will clamor for. He'll literally snatch the swag, the fire, the smoke out of Wilder's throat and have it for himself. So if that's what it means by more meaningful, then absolutely. But all roads lead to Joshua. That's what
more meaningful.
I disagree. I think that he's showing to us what we already knew, even though there's so many that like to ignore it. But Wilder is the common denominator. He's saying that the Tyson Fury Wilder fight is more lucrative for Fury than a Tyson Fury Joshua fight because it's domestic pay-per-view. So he's saying Wilder is the bigger money fight for Tyson. He is equally also the bigger money fight for Anthony Joshua. Everyone knows you ain't making $100 million with Tyson Fury in the UK. You making it with Wilder. Wilder is the common denominator. Even though you guys like to hate and say that he's nothing, without him, you motherfuckers ain't getting paid. Remember that shit. Without him, you don't make over $30 million in one fight.
And to button up Mario's point real quick, I think the Fury versus Wilder is a bigger legacy fight for Fury down the road because it gives Fury what he's never had before. The WBC title would cement his name in history forever.
But outside of all this, like,
man, that's a whack ass play.
I don't know if the titles mean as much.
Everybody,
to have every title in the division,
but he don't got it.
I'm saying he had 4 of them, and to get the other one,
hold on. Let me say something real quick.
Trying to make it the more meaningful fight.
Let me say something real quick.
It is more meaningful to me.
Anthony Joshua got all the belts. He got all the belts. Ain't nothing more meaningful.
Fury already had those belts, and he didn't lose them.
But it don't matter. He don't have them no more, though.
Forget all the belts.
You sound crazy.
Forget all the belts. Let's just keep it real.
Nigga, you look crazy.
Mike, hold on. So let me speak real quick. I haven't spoke at all. The whole thing is the fight happened in the U.S. in the first place. It generated interest. So from that point, why would you take a fight that's already captured a whole new audience outside of the U.K. and then switch it up on them? You're going to lose that market. You're going to lose those extra fans because the UK fans are already accustomed to watch these big fights in the US. They're still going to come and support it, and they expect that. The US market is not going to expect the complete opposite and watch it at an oddball time that they're not accustomed to. Casuals, that's going to be a market they're going to lose. They're going to pay an X amount of dollars like the first time, or maybe never spent it at like 3-4. They'll watch it later. So you want to capture that same audience and grow that audience. And there's more money now because here you go. Here's a fight that people talked about, saw memes. You don't want to lose that. That's very important. It was never built off that. So to change the formula, they're going to lose the money. The more money is to get the 2 countries and the other countries that followed it at the same exact time with the same interest, with the controversy. And that's where you can really bank out and make that money, that true money.
And we need to stop with this. We need to stop with this 100 million nonsense. We need to stop with this 100 million nonsense. Let's get back. Let's get real. How much did Wilder make for the Fury fight? Around 10 mil. Is that right? Is that fair? That's our understanding.
Reports about 14, 15.
Is Mayweather Pacquiao?
And how much did Fury fight? How much did Fury make?
Fury made 10.
7 to 10?
10.
Okay. So how are we getting to 100 million?
Because
we've got a total there.
We're not talking about Fury.
We've got a total there of 22 million. Yeah, 22 million total in purses of 22 million. So how are we making that leap from 22 million to 100? Please explain that to me.
I mean, you need to, I don't know if those are headphones or I don't know what, because like you heard that the fight with Joshua and Wilder is 100+ million. Let me make you more upset. 100+ million. Okay. I don't know why you were bringing up Fury. What I said, the common denominator is Wilder. Each of them get a bigger fight if they have Wilder included.
I think his point,
you don't get domestic and international pay-per-view if you're just doing it with Anthony Joshua.
I think his point was this though, Ness, real quick. I'll help you with this. Not help you, but I'll try to help Ralphie with this. I think his point is this. So you're talking Wilder Fury and their cap was X, right? And now you're going to talk about Wilder Joshua and somehow bring that money all the way up to Y. But it's the same thing if you think about Pacquiao and Broner. Pacquiao-Broner was a fight that's worth X. You bring Mayweather into the equation, and all of a sudden, it jumps up to Y.
So you're not helping him.
No. I meant to help him understand what we're trying to say.
And going off that,
he's not going to want to understand that. You have to understand what we're dealing with.
And here's the other thing too. This is pure speculation, but the idea has been laid out that if you get 2 domestic fighters, it may not do as well as another fighter versus another fighter from separate countries. That was kind of the blueprint. You want to bring the different demographics. You know, the Mikey Garcia Spence is trying to follow that demographic by having 2 different kind of races. Mayweather always fought people and defended it by going, he has a country behind him, a whole country. He has an audience. Conor McGregor has a whole separate audience, a country. Marquez has a separate, Ricky Hatton is a big reason why that was a big success, because he understands the blueprint of having another country come and support. So you're merging different markets. Sure, maybe Fury and AJ can do really well, But the formula that has been successful many times has been a separate guy from a separate country challenging or defending against another, and it worked many times, and that's what makes it a great spectacle.
So we're saying that. So we're going from 22 million made in purses.
You're saying
in
22 million, but
Fury.
you're not taking into consideration the UK pay-per-view buys, the Canadian pay-per-view. I mean,
We can only talk about what we know.
I know, but
we can only talk about what we know. So I'm going off the figures that we're aware of. So okay, I'm going off the figures that we're aware of. Yeah. So on the upside, we're looking at 22 million, right? So effectively, what we're saying is that we would have to times that by 5. We'd have to multiply that by 5. The Joshua Wilder fight would be Tyson Fury 1 multiplied. Hold on a second.
The gate, though, man. It's so much more than just pay-per-view buys over here, bro.
This guy is.
Are we going to multiply
You're
that
talking
thing by
about
5?
what
Is that
they're
the truth?
making, though. You're talking about what they're making, Ralphie. You're not talking about what the fight's generating.
Thank you, Mario.
Sponsorship.
He's not knowledgeable enough. But let him talk.
What do you mean not knowledgeable enough? What knowledgeable enough? I'm talking about the purses. I'm talking about the purses.
But we're talking about what the fight represents as a $100 million fight in all of its excess.
No, Mario, I have to disagree. Mario, I have to disagree, and here's why I disagree. Right? Just the other day, Ness played the soundbite. Yeah, if the fight's worth 100 million, give me 50. Okay, so that with the 100 million, we're talking about purses. We are talking about 100 million in purses.
No, we're not.
AJ said.
Fight.
AJ said.
Purse. So when you say the fight overall revenue, it's always been that way. You want to change it because you're a sheep.
Okay, so AJ said
my purse. When a fighter says my purse, then he's talking about what he got paid. When Dan Rayfield reports the fighter's purse, he's talking about what the fighter got paid, not the overall revenue.
Let's go with that.
When Canelo and Mayweather broke gate revenue and sold 2.4 pay-per-views, that was one record, 2.4 pay-per-views. Gate revenue was another record. Get it through your head, brother. Try not to be a sheep because you are representing your country.
Hold on. And you are representing your country or countries, right? Okay, right. So let's get back to the soundbite. If the fight's worth 100 million, give me 50.
Person revenue is different things.
Okay.
Slapping my face. Come on.
Okay, let me speak.
You ain't making your point.
Be going back to the quote. If the fight's worth 100 million, give me 50. Okay, so if you accept that, then what would Wilder's cut have been? If you're saying that that's the total intake for the fight and AJ's taking 50, what would Wilder have took? Remember, it was Wilder's offer.
We don't know.
It was Wilder's offer.
It was take the 50 million or we're not going to go into the details. We don't know those details. The fact that he wanted the proof of funds of 50 delayed what would be possibly negotiable in that state. We don't know.
50 million with it was a guaranteed 50 million with a 50% guarantee once the 100 million was made. So once Wilder got his 50 million, if he got his 50 million, then they would split everything after 100. But if the fight did not get to 100 million, Wilder would take whatever 30 or 40 or 45 million was left over from that 50 million. But once it got to 100, they would split everything after.
Okay. So Wilder's, it's 100 million fight. AJ's took 50. Yeah, let's say we made 100. Because you're talking now that's the total income. AJ takes 50 out of that. What would that leave Wilder? That's my question.
It would leave Wilder something between whatever he's got to receive and what he's got to give his peoples. Let's try to stick to the topic, which is Frank Warren feeling that Wilder is a bigger, more richer fight for Tyson Fury. You know, sheep, unfortunately, are not knowledgeable enough to debate, so they have to resort to the past. We're talking about whether or not Tyson Fury versus AJ is a more lucrative fight than Tyson Fury versus Wilder. I don't know. Why we can't debate that is very alarming to me, the obsession they have. But I guess we'll go with the rest of the panel. Ron, before we get to callers, do you feel Tyson Fury AJ is more lucrative, or is it Wilder Fury?
I would say just because Wilder's more known in the US and they had a US pay-per-view, that right now that is the most sensible fight. I want it to be so hard for me to sell to the casuals over here to go watch a UK fight of Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. I'm sure they would be able to get a pretty good outcome, because let's keep it real. Everyone knows that if any of these guys fight each other, they're going to get bigger results than they ever did fighting anyone out of their whole career. But I think for the state
Ron,
of,
can I interrupt you just
Sure.
for a history question? Do you know any other domestic pay-per-view that somehow Americans paid for? Like, meaning, did we ever have in history two other UK guys, not named Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, fight each other and Americans pay for it? Or do we always get it free on HBO and Showtime at that time?
From just off the top of my head, I'll do very extensive research, but from my knowledge, I don't ever recall us ever having to pay.
No,
for a UK
we've
domestic
never had
pay-per-view
to.
or
We've never
anything
had
like
to.
that.
Even Klitschko and that was one of the biggest pay-per-views they ever had, and we got that on HBO.
So now I don't know. I'm just so stupid. Wilder Fury, was that free for the people in the UK?
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
Wilder Fury, we had to pay for that.
Oh,
We
wow.
don't know how many buys yet.
Oh, wow. So wait, because I'm sorry, man. You know, my mama raised a fool. So wait, so when you are calculating, you have to add up the American pay-per-view and the UK pay-per-view for total.
Which we have not.
Correct.
Yeah, but UK is known never to release pay-per-views, right?
Never.
Oh, okay.
Eddie Hearn don't.
Pay-per-view figures have been released.
Oh yeah,
for AJ.
The only one person who released it is who?
Eddie. Eddie's the only one saying it. And I thought you said all promoters are liars. Are they not?
Did you not say that?
I did. You don't agree?
You on fire today?
You don't agree, baby?
Well, I'm not saying I don't agree. I'm not saying I don't agree.
Do you
I'm
agree?
not saying I don't agree.
Oscar, do you agree that Oscar that was in fishnets and said he did not wear those and those were doctored pictures are a liar? Do you agree that Eddie, who has consistent interviews contradicting himself, is a liar? Do you agree Bob, who also contradicts himself in the media, said Al Heyman doesn't exist, is a liar? Do you need me to prove you more people that lie that are promoters, or are you going to admit that promoters lie because that is in their nature?
I've never said anything to the contrary.
Can you agree so we can move on?
You won't let him back you to the corner, Ralphie.
Well, I've never said anything to the contrary. Was it not you? Was it not you? Was it not Eunice? Was it not Eunice who said? Was it not? Was it not?
The UK has to offer. He's not good enough.
Yes, you're not good enough. Yes, you're not good enough.
Let me.
Was it not Eunice who said that Stephen?
Don't let him back you up, Ralphie.
Hold on, bro. Was it not Eunice? By the way, you're not good enough, Ness. Was it not you who said that Stephen Espinosa? Was it not you who said that Stephen Espinosa was speaking pure facts when he talked about the origins of the 50 mil?
Yeah, and guess what, Rafi? Espinosa isn't a promoter. We're talking about promoters being liars. Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. He's a TV executive. Would you? My question. Listen to the question. Was it not you who said that Stephen Espinosa? Listen to the question. Was it not you who said that Stephen Espinosa was talking pure facts when he spoke about the origins of the 50 million?
I don't think I ever used the term, hey guys, Stephen Espinosa was speaking pure facts.
You didn't use the word pure, but you did use the word facts.
And how is that relevant to me being consistent with saying that promoters are liars, sheep? Try and tie that in.
Then was it not a few weeks later when you had Lou DeBilla on, and he said yes, BT were indeed involved in the making of that fight?
And what did Shelly Finkel say?
Shelly Finkel then went on to say he does not want to discuss the origins of the 50 mil.
No, Shelly Finkel said, Nesta, the fight would be on Sky, and Eddie and AJ knew that. And it's on audio. But
Shelly Finkel also said,
you keep failing your country. Guess what?
No, you're failing your countries. Shelly Finkel also said that he did not want to discuss the origins of the 50 mil. Oh, Lord. Put your sheep hat
Listen,
on this.
I'm gonna
we
bring this
got a
back.
super chat. We got
Go
a
ahead,
super
super
chat
chat.
from
Yeah, go
Jack
ahead.
is the truth. AJ made more money fighting Takam than Fury and Wilder combined with a dual pay-per-view. Stop the foolishness.
Okay, but see, hold on. Let me
give you a fact from the article that Mario still hasn't gotten to from the Boxing News Online.
I read it.
Warren, since we're gonna believe Jack is the truth. His quote, Warren's quote is that the AJ Povetkin fight made less money than Wilder.
Yeah, I read that, Ness. I read that.
Read it again, because the sheep didn't hear it.
Listen, I'm going to say this real quick. This is the point I want to make, and hopefully this will clear up Jack's point and everybody else, and we'll get off this 50 mil, 100 mil topic. What's his name said? What's his name? Frank Warren said in the article, okay, that this was the bigger money fight while he was talking about Fury, his fighter. So we have to believe. Well, I'm not gonna say we have to believe him, but I think we should believe him. Hold on. We should believe him because he knows the logistics. He knows what they were getting for Fury. I mean, for Joshua. He knows what they were getting for Wilder. So we put this into play, and it's not to say that Wilder is the bigger money guy or Joshua is the smaller money guy. Maybe that's an argument that people want to make. Fine. But in this sense, Warren is simply saying that Fury makes more money fighting Wilder. Why? Maybe he's getting more upside. Maybe his money, maybe the flat rate is better. The percentage is better on hot dog money. Like, we don't know exactly what is adding up. But we do know that Joshua sent out a lot of horseshit offers to people. So all Warren is saying in this sense is that it's a bigger money fight for Fury. So Fury's making more fighting Wilder because he's getting a bigger piece of the pie, probably, and so it's not to get into a whole debate about, oh, this proves that Joshua's second fiddle. This proves that Joshua's worth less money. I don't necessarily think that that's the case. I think there's an argument to be made on both sides, but purely and simply put, Fury is making more to fight Deontay Wilder. It's simple as that.
One thing that
I cannot understand.
Why would Warren lie, right, when he's already admitted that Fury has received offers from Eddie?
Damn, you to my point.
And he's already admitted that he's going to announce, he's hoping to announce, is the quote, if I'm paraphrasing correctly, he's hoping to announce this fight in the upcoming week. And when I say this fight, he means Wilder Fury. So, again, why would he lie? If the Fury AJ fight was worth more, they would not be signing in a week. Fury is hot now. The public, UK public, Fury won. He is hot now.
Let me
get a good offer now.
Let me step in right there.
With Wilder and Fury for Fury. Understand, we're not saying AJ isn't valuable.
Exactly.
For Fury, this is the better option.
That's the point I was trying to make. He's getting a bigger piece of the pie.
There. Let me step in right there. Can you not see it? Can the US sheep not see it? Both Fury and Wilder are taking this fight, Fury v. Wilder, to raise their stakes in the Joshua fight. That's what it is.
So
this is merely a fight to see who is the best B-side.
So you were saying that what, Fury Joshua is worth more? Because you still haven't answered the question. Like you
both things can be true.
What is the question that you're asking me, Ness? What is the question that you're asking me, Ness? Ask me the question.
What's the topic?
Ask me the question. Ask me the question. What's the question that you're asking me?
The topic. The topic, Rob.
The topic is Wilder, a bigger, richer fight for Fury over Joshua. And the fact is this, what you said, I think is true. Maybe I really do. I can see your point, Ralphie. This might be to settle who should fight Joshua in the mega fight for boxing.
No.
Listen. I'm not saying it's about that. I'm not saying it's about that. I'm saying there's an argument to be made, but the argument we're making right here, right now, is that Fury is getting more to fight Wilder than he would have if he got Joshua.
Okay. So let me
both points can be true. Both points can be true.
Let me come in on that then.
He's deflecting because he.
Let me come in on that. Let me ease up, sheep. Let me come in on that. Right. So I thought, Mario, that the answer in my response was implicit and clear. If two guys are fighting to find out who is the B-side in the Joshua fight,
they're not trying to find out who the B-side is.
Hold on, Mike. They're scrambling to find out who is the B-side in the Joshua fight. Then surely the Joshua fight is the greater prize. The greater prize, the bigger purse money. I thought that was obvious and blatant.
Your analogy is wrong. The reason Fury is not fighting Anthony Joshua is because the money was not right. Eddie Hearn told Fury he can get 60-40. 60-40. That's what Vlad got, I think, or 45 or whatever. That still was not good enough for Fury.
Well, no, he said Fury wanted a flat rate. That's what he said.
But he did come out in the public and say Fury wanted 60. I mean, he will give Fury 60-42.
Offers for all three fighters.
And he said Fury wanted a flat rate, and the money Fury wanted, he wasn't going to give Fury.
Well, all right.
Go ahead.
So
Ron.
look, I was gonna say to kind of help Ralphie a little bit. Like, this is obviously all subjective in a way. When that states that all promoters lie, it leads you to believe that all promoters can lie. So Warren could be himself building his own narrative. My question is that if Fury and AJ fights in the UK, would there be a raise in venue price, ticket price, or would everything stay the same with the same audience that came and watched AJ and Klitschko, or is it going to be lower than that?
Same price, more seats.
The reason the Fury v Joshua fight, for example, why Fury would make more is if he won the WBC strap. Okay, so at the moment, Warren may be not too far off the mark, but if we alter the equation and say Fury comes to the AJ fight with the WBC green belt, then yes, the fight is worth more with the WBC green belt. So we have to read between the lines what Warren could be saying.
In the world, dude.
Warren could be saying, no, that's you, bro. What Warren could be saying is that the AJ fight, I like having you too. What Warren could be saying, and we haven't touched on this, my good USA sheep. What Warren could be saying, which we haven't touched on, is that the fight is worth more if Fury comes with the WBC strap.
Hey, Rafi, Mr. Boxing Guru, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, let me help you.
If Wilder won the Fury fight, would his purse also be worth more?
Repeat the question.
Isn't that obvious? Isn't it?
Repeat the question.
If Wilder beats Fury, is he worth more to Is he worth more in the Joshua fight?
If Wilder beats Fury, is he? Yes.
All right.
So
he's already lost. He's lost one. He's lost one.
You're talking.
No. He's saying you're stating the obvious, like the grass is green, sky is blue.
Like, dude, he doesn't realize how yo.
No, that's not the obvious. That's not the obvious. Because if if Fury fights AJ now, then clearly the fight is worth less to Fury. It doesn't mean it's a less grossing fight. But if Fury fights AJ now, then the fight is worth
let me help
Fury because he doesn't have the strap.
Rafi, let me help you.
Go ahead.
The top three of every single division, whatever one you want to pick, however many of them you want to pick, if the number 2 and 3 fought each other, when they go fight the number 1, is it a bigger fight?
When they fight the number 1, yeah, it is. What? Yeah, but it is. Yeah,
like Keith Thurman and Earl go fight Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Terrence Crawford.
Look.
No. The top three. Those guys, the top three. So
I'm gonna give Mike an analogy. Like when Keith goes and fights Porter for the belt, Terrence Crawford, who's the ace. I like this guy is fucking like he's so smart, Rafi. Let's just get to callers.
I like Rafi, man.
What you saying? I'm not smart? Of course I'm smart.
It just took us 42 minutes for you to admit that AJ Fury is less money for Fury than Wilder Fury. It took you 42 minutes.
It's less money because he hasn't got the strap. It's less money for Fury because he hasn't got the strap.
And whoever doesn't have a strap going into a unification is always going to get less money, correct?
Yeah. So what? The difference here is that Warren made no. Hold on. Warren made a What I'm saying is Warren made a misleading statement.
Rafi made a mistake.
No, Warren made a misleading statement.
How?
What he made a clever statement because what he could have said. What? No.
Hold on.
Let me talk.
Hold on.
Let me talk. What Warren could equally have said is that this fight, the AJ fight, is worth more to us if we go and take Wilder's green strap.
But that's a narrative, though. That's like
the exact same statement.
No, it's not. That's a separate point. That's a way separate point.
It's not even
a fact.
It's just the truth. Any fighter in any division that goes into a unification with a belt gets more. If you go into a fight and you don't have a belt, you're gonna receive like this.
But that's a separate statement from what Warren's saying, though.
Warren's saying right now, the bigger money fight is Wilder, not AJ.
Right
and Ralphie's
now,
saying
exactly.
that what he's saying is the exact same statement. Like it's not. It's two different points. They tie into one another, I guess, but they're two separate points. To say that, oh, okay, Frank Warren's going to come out and say that Wilder is the bigger money fight for them right now is not the same as saying it's the bigger money fight for us, for Joshua, if we go and we take Wilder's strap. Like, I mean, that's obvious. It's obvious. And put the belts aside. Yes, the belt helps, but raise the stake in America for Fury, that helps a lot too. If he goes out there and beats Wilder, then his name recognition goes up. So it is worth more regardless of the belt, but the belt does help.
Brother.
And ultimately, what I'm saying is that Warren is glossing over the fact that the real statement is that we need to fight Wilder to have a bigger stake in the AJ fight.
But the same could be true if he fought Joshua. The same could be true if he fought Joshua and then came back and fought Wilder. You could say that he'd get more big stake with Wilder if he fought Joshua and beat him and then came back and fought Wilder.
This dude doesn't know nothing at all. But anyway,
you don't know nothing on this.
A new analogy to help him, right? Keith Thurman has, let's say, WBC and the WBA belt again. Who gets a bigger check? Him fighting Danny in a rematch, or him fighting, or Crawford getting a bigger check fighting Thurman, Michael?
Fighting Thurman.
Okay, but who's gonna get the bigger check? Will Danny receive it, or would Crawford receive it?
Crawford gonna receive it because he got a belt.
Okay, I mean, let's just move on. This guy's like,
here's my last thing, real quick.
He's like in elementary, the poor kid.
Real quick.
Well, yeah, man, you're like special ed. Talking to you like talking to a special ed kid. You went to school on the short bus, bro. Nobody can tell me.
I don't take no offense. I just hope none of the listeners have any children with special eds needs and take offense.
He took it that way.
I'm the one.
Oh shit!
What? Autism is real. I have a friend that has 3 autism children, so yes, it's real, and special ed is real. My ex-girlfriend that everybody knows was a special ed teacher, so it's real. Unfortunately, because of those situations, I'm slightly more educated and don't play with the subject like you. I'm not.
What did you call me? What did you call me?
That guy.
What about? He said you were elementary.
Listen,
you called me elementary.
Elementary. What? That doesn't mean that.
Isn't that insulting?
No.
Don't you think there are adults? Don't you think there are adults out there who genuinely don't know how to read and write? Are you? If we're going on the social justice warrior horse, if we're on the social justice warrior horse, then we can go there.
We ain't trying to make nobody feel bad.
Play that game. Let's not play that game.
Let's
stick to the boxing.
Oh my God, look at that. You want to say stick to the boxing? You see how big this show is? Andre Diacono is our pound for pound supporter. He won the 2016 award for that. And his message right there says, I am a special ed teacher. What the fuck? Mind you, we know he's a teacher. He said it. We just never knew he was special ed. You see?
And you took it there, though. You took it there. Stop deflecting. Stop deflecting. Yeah, ownership
Okay,
is a
Ron
good
hasn't
thing.
gotten a chance to say what he wanted to say. Let Ron.
Let
Ron.
me say this because I feel like I gotta help a little bit clarify ideas. If Anthony Joshua and Fury fought in the U.S., would that be a U.S. pay-per-view or would that be on DAZN? Because Anthony Joshua is known as a DAZN fighter, right? So how would that be broken up? And of course, Wilder and Anthony Joshua would have to be pay-per-view in the U.S., correct? Because that wouldn't be on DAZN as well. So where does lead the Fury and Joshua? Where is that all going to be pretty much domestic money, domestic arena? How would they, encompass the money for all this? Are they going to increase their price? What is the most expensive UK pay-per-view ever? Is that possible? Is that something that can be done and will be done?
Good point, Ron. Damn. You always come with some shit that make you think for a second.
I'm trying to have Ralphie come in and like own his side, man.
Yeah, Ralphie, man, you gotta do a better job. I mean, you can't let Ness just like paint you in the
No,
corner.
listen. Ralphie does a good job, but Ness had the winning argument this time. Ness had the winning argument.
Bro, you can always win an argument.
Mario, I have to respectfully disagree with you.
Robbie, I think you do a good job every time. I do. I think you do a good job. I think that you were put in a losing situation this time. I think Ness had the point that made more relative sense, honestly.
Okay. Can we let's just have one sentence each, me and Ness. Let's just have one sentence.
You have dialed.
Yo, he controlling that board. All right, go, Ralph. You get your sentence first. Go ahead.
If this is like a rap battle, yeah, but let's just have one sentence each. Me and Ness as the decider, yeah?
All right, final statement.
All right, but it got to rhyme.
Are we agreed with that? Me
final
and Ness.
It got to rhyme, though.
This is the dance-off.
What's the rule?
This is the dance-off.
15 seconds.
One sentence.
It's one sentence.
Okay, 15 seconds.
15 seconds. I got to, hold on.
Yeah. Hold on. Both y'all, don't talk. We're going to get 15 seconds to each y'all. Ralphie's going to go first. No interrupting. As soon as Mike says go, then that's
10 seconds.
That's when it starts.
15 seconds.
Wait, I got questions. What are we debating?
No, you just
come on, don't be slow.
Anything. Final statement on this topic right here.
Ralphie wants to make a point, and then he wants you to debate it.
I already won.
Okay, well then just let him try it. Let him try it.
Ness, please.
I think it's fun.
Are you ready, Ralphie?
Please, Ness, please.
Right.
No, we have to get Ness's agreement.
Ness is ready.
Hold your guns. Don't back down. Stay on your side.
Are you ready, Ralphie?
To this day. Going first.
To this day.
Ralphie, you're going first.
Am I ready? I've been ready. To this day.
All right.
Been ready.
We are starting 3, 2, 1, go.
Warren is simply deflecting from the fact that what he's really saying is that he needs the green strap to optimize his earning potential with AJ. Stop the clock.
Cut it.
How many seconds was that?
I
don't think Ness needs any seconds.
How many seconds was that?
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
There. See that? 15.50. So
hey, it's all good. It's all good. You ready?
In 3, 2, 1, go. We have a winner.
I didn't see that coming at all.
Mike, keep the clock running.
I cannot believe that. Like,
keep
he got
the clock
me
running, Mike.
Keep it going, Ralphie's
keep
on
the clock
side.
running.
I'm done.
Are you finished?
He said he's done.
Okay, you're killed. You're dead.
Oh
dead.
my
You
God.
didn't say one single word. You're dead.
Could we get to callers?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's get to callers.
You're
Let's
dead.
get to them callers.
You're done.
For anyone,
Roasted.
anyone like Rafi here that had an issue with the translation, what I did in rebuttal to his statement was play the sheep bite soundbite, which says you're a sheep, then followed that with the Wilder to this day. So it's like you're a sheep to this day.
Dead.
You're a sheep to this
You're
day.
dead.
Oh, we got it.
One
We got
single
it.
word. You're dead.
Let's
Dead. Dunsky.
Yeah, man. When you gotta like explain your thing, it kind of takes away from it, man. I wish you wouldn't have done that.
Oh, me?
You understand?
Yeah, you had him, bro. You had him cooked.
Yeah.
Mike,
then you explain it to the people. They know we ain't got no sheep.
Yeah.
Our people know.
No, we got
Point to the easy work.
No, we got sheep.
Point to the easy work.
Hold on a minute, Mike. I don't back your statement because I always said the sheep don't only live in the UK.
Right. I wasn't saying we.
You
a sheep too.
are a sheep.
You a sheep too.
No, he's talking to you, Ness. He's talking to you, Ness.
You see what I determined? You seen the
talking to you.
only real man.
You think if I don't get the opportunity, I wouldn't do that to the
No, you won't. No, you won't.
All right, man. You don't know me then, bro. You don't know me then, bro.
McIntyre balls on there, nigga. What you talking about?
What now?
You was fluffing McIntyre's balls on there.
How was I
deflecting? Deflection, Your Honor.
Deflection, Your Honor.
Yo,
my man, how did
deflection, Your Honor?
What would be quite reference?
In any simple way or form, tell us how you. Because look, none of us went to school for journalism, but we fake it every day. Okay, so
I believe I was the one.
I think Mario did. Mario did.
No. I fake it.
Oh, okay,
I got my English degree.
Listen to what I'm gonna say before you respond. Tell me how you did your best impression of a journalist when Bram McIntyre was here, and you ain't pressed for the answers or better explanation.
Bro, I did. I asked them why they re-signed with ESPN. You didn't ask that. I did.
You don't even know what I'm gonna ask though.
But you saying why you're on?
But because you're guilty, you went straight to him.
Guilty or what?
ESPN.
Yeah, that's the question everybody want to know. But why, when everybody else is on the other side of the street, that's the question everybody want to know.
Why you ain't press them?
Flatlined.
How many times you want me to press them when I already know the answer? Like I told Ron last night.
So
I know what the answer is going to be.
Let me ask you, don't I fucking know that Thurman is hurt, but I still pressed him, right? Right?
Emotional.
In a fucking fun way, bro. He said, "Oh, Earl, you want me to fight me hurt? Earl want to fight me hurt?"
Don't I know Thurman is hurt, but I still pressed him? Didn't I know that motherfucking Mayweather gave Maidana up 1.5 and I still pressed him?
Emotion.
Y'all scared.
Emotion.
That's
scared. Okay.
You scared. You don't want to fuck up that relationship.
Bro, how many fighters have I been around?
Don't front.
Play the emotional soundbite.
Front. I'll play. Hold on, Rafi, for you, because you so mad you ain't in this conversation. You sound like AJ right now trying to
play it. Play the fucking track.
Emotional. Oh, you emotional. Oh, you emotional. Ow. Rafi's emotional.
Ow.
Like I told you,
Ron, I got a fucking problem with you, Ron. Fuck you. Oh, I just wanted me and Ron to have our own thing.
Like I told you a long time ago, homie. These niggas don't do shit for me.
Stick to your
I'm going
Nigga might stop lying.
Ness,
you ain't
Mike, you ain't pressed him. Look, I'm gonna keep it real. You ain't pressed him.
Hold on.
Don't help me, Ron.
Hold on. Ness, have you got
Ralphie's trying to get into this.
Have you got Mariah Carey's version of emotional?
Everybody has an issue with the 50 million, but guess who's the only reporter that asks every single motherfucker about it?
Play the Mariah Carey.
Who gives you the ammunition, Rafi? Who else? Because Coogan ass ain't asking. I'm asking.
Ness.
Shut your ass up.
Ness.
Shut that soft shit. I don't want to
hear. Play the Mariah Carey version of emotional, please.
You're gonna have to find
you need it.
I forgot about the song.
Turtle.
Play the Mariah Carey.
They can't hear you ninja turtle.
Play the Mariah Carey.
Going out to more jams and shit, man.
Let's get some callers.
They ain't trying to ask no tough. All right.
Who we got? Who we got?
I said you think about me, homie.
Hey, let's respect these callers.
I don't Mario. I ain't done yet, nigga.
Yo, mine's got more, Ness. Mine's got more for your ass.
I think it's over, but if y'all, I ain't gonna.
My body. Y'all both got.
I'm about to start getting real disrespectful to these motherfuckers. Dude.
Look at it, Mike. Just ask the right questions to everybody.
I asked Bo Mac why did they sign back with ESPN when everybody else on ESPN is free.
What was his answer?
He said because it made more financial sense. And I asked him, was there any other offers from PBC, The Zone, anything like that? He said yes, but we signed back with ESPN.
All right, so now, Mike, my question.
So you want to beat a dead horse?
Listen, my question to you: do you think that is pressing? You said, why did y'all sign with ESPN? He answered, and you said, that's it. You want to
no.
pressing.
But let's be real. None of us pressed him that day, though, on that subject.
Yeah, we kind of Ness came back with like he came back with something. But I asked him though, why was there any other offers though, man? Like I don't understand how I was not doing my job. But okay.
Brother, because any other offers ain't pressing him. That's fluffing his nuts about how many motherfuckers wanted to stop.
But if he would have said, "Hey, yeah,
so
yeah, we got an offer from PBC," if he would have said, "Yeah,"
off would have been. Fuck fluff.
If he would have said, "We got an offer from PBC," that was very. I was like, "Bro, why y'all ain't take that shit then?" But he didn't say that.
Because he answered it already by telling you the top rank offer was more lucrative. That wasn't supposed to be your question. Who else offered you less offers? Who the fuck cares who didn't make the right offer?
But look,
you
Well, I
should
should
have
have
been.
asked whether about the money or about the motherfucking legacy. I got you.
Exactly.
Ness, you did your
time when you know that all the other fighters are over there, and you see that history makes it very difficult. Yeah, maybe that's how happened. Yeah, Lennox and whoever the fuck happened, but that's 2 fights in like 30-something years.
He was quiet as a mouse.
Ness, look, you did your thing against Thurman. You did, and you've been doing your thing. But how long you been doing it versus Mike? How long you been doing it versus Mike? How many more fights you got over me? You know what I'm saying? You've been doing it a long time.
All good, Mario.
No,
I see what he's saying. I can understand what he's saying now.
A curse, man. Who made Lou
DeBella?
I was not quiet as a church mouse.
You was quiet as a mouse to Lou DeBella.
You a clown, bro. I'm not even gonna entertain you no more.
Hey,
Ralphie said,
whoa, we got something to do. We have something to do.
Get out of here.
You're mad.
You're mad. You're mad.
What show were you on? Because I let you interview somebody.
Oh shit! Off Ams, nigga, fuck you, Ams. But real quick, if you're listening right now on YouTube, we got 350 listening, and only 76 thumbs up. Y'all, we better than that. We've been arguing for like an hour.
I know it. Hey, he don't want to tell the truth.
Also, if you want to help boxing, go over.
Yes, you best get the caller and save your ass and get the callers. You need to save your ass and get the caller. You've been sitting on the toaster, bro. You need to save your ass and get the callers and recoup. You need to take a knee.
Mike.
If you're listening right now on YouTube, smash that thumbs up button. Helps with the visibility of the show. And if you want to go one step farther, head over to ThaBoxingVoice.com/affiliate sponsors and bookmark that Amazon link. Save that link, bookmark it, do all your shopping through that link. It costs you absolutely nothing, but we do get a little kickback every time you use that link. And also, we have our betting show today. It's Friday, so we got to make some money. It's called Beating the Odds with TBV on Patreon only. It's at 1 o'clock. Patreon only, 1 o'clock.
Mike, it ain't gonna happen at 1 o'clock. First off, the weigh-in's at 1:30.
Okay, I'm sorry. 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock.
What show was Rafi on where he got to interview someone?
Man, that was it wasn't Lou DeBella. I know that.
Ron, do you remember?
Was it Rasheed Warren? No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't Rasheed.
I don't think he did it.
It was a trainer though.
No, he did. He was
Come
on
to the source if you want the answer to the question. Come to the source.
All right, Rafi, who was it, Rafi? Who was it,
Come
Rafi?
to the fucking river. Don't go to the streams.
All right, Rafi, who was it though? We asking right now.
We got some money to make AMs.
I have no clue.
Kawanaki and the young guy. Kawanaki, remember?
Yeah,
Kawanaki was on.
Kawanaki.
And what's that young guy's name?
Young guy. Damn,
it was a prospect.
Zero or something.
Bro.
Is it in the chat? Is it in the
I
chat?
don't know, man. You ain't that important, Ralph. I don't know about you.
Kawanaki and some young guy. Remember, he was late. The young guy was late and he was running over.
Oh,
I have no clue.
Wait.
I do remember.
The young guy who said he wanted to fight in the UK because of the stadiums and shit.
Omar Douglas. That's who.
What's his nickname? What's his nickname?
Super O.
Super O.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Zero.
Right.
Super Zero. That's fucked up. That's so fucked up.
We'll see when he beats the shit out of Selby.
Yes, sir.
So what's your point, Ness? You're trying to criticize me again. Go ahead, bro.
I'm not trying to criticize you. I'm bringing up that interview. I remember now the Super O when you tried to sandbag him and he was like, "So, what is it that you think that it is better? It is better UK."
You might be sound like a Jamaican French.
I know. That's ain't been working on his Ralphie. That's ain't been working on his Ralphie.
Practicing a little
You need to step the game up, bro.
Ralph, you got some motherfuckers coming for you, bro. I just want you to know,
Yo,
Ralph.
they always coming for me, bro. They always coming for me, bro. But they get the fucking palm in the neck.
Ooh,
They get the palm in the neck.
Everybody, hey, play that motherfucking El Camino.
Yo, let's go. Let's go.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Hey, yo, you know what? Hit up my man. Yo, we gotta handle. I'm gonna call him right now.
Who that? Oh, you talking about
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
All right. So we got some masterminds to get to. We got J Hardcore in Washington, D.C.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
J Hardcore Boxing. They don't know shit about boxing.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Okay.
Oh, Ralphie boy.
Sing for me.
Ralphie.
Sing for me. Dance for me.
Oh,
dance for me.
Look at him.
Dance for me.
Oh.
Dance for me.
Reflecting already, but it's okay. I just got a question to ask you, Ralphie.
Yo.
Would you say or would you not say that Tyson Fury against Anthony Joshua would be the biggest UK fight pretty much in the heavyweight division?
Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua, would that be the biggest heavy? Yeah, I think you could be right. You could be right.
Okay, I just wanted to know. Well, if that is so, why would not Fury take that fight over?
Say that again. You broke. Say that again. You broke up.
I apologize, sir. I said, if so, why wouldn't Fury take that fight over the Wilder fight?
Because my friend, what's your name? Sorry, no disrespect. What's your
That's
name?
Jay Hardcore, and he's absolutely right.
Jay Hardcore. My response to that is that, as I said previously, the fight is bigger if Fury has the strap. If Fury comes to the fight with the green strap, the fight gets even bigger.
Cut it.
Okay,
cut it. Cut it. Cut it.
And if you lose, then it means nothing.
Alabama.
I want Joshua. Joshua, come and see me, baby. If he doesn't hide it, no more ducking, no more dodging, no more excuses.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Shout out to the most irrelevant co-host in history, Ralph. Shout out to you.
Yo, who's this?
I want UK Rob back. You that
Who's this? Who's this?
UK Rob. Bring UK
Who's this?
You don't ask who this is, nigga.
Who is it?
Don't play with me.
Who is it?
I'm coming for smoke. Anyway,
What's your name? What's your name?
Hey, dance with me. I don't want to
State your name. State. I want to know who I'm talking to.
Ralphie, you finna get fired.
State your name.
Get fired, Ralphie.
State your name.
Anyway,
What is your name?
Let Javi get his call off. Let Javi get.
What is your name?
My question, Ralphie.
He just told you.
What is your
Javi,
name?
It's Javi, and it's Javi.
I'm not taking it from anybody else but this guy. What is your name?
Oh my
Yo,
God.
you're making this call go way too long.
Way too long. We just told you it's Javi. He has an intro.
You gonna ask
Have the basic courtesy to tell me your name.
nigga, this ain't the UK. I'm not telling you my name, motherfucker.
State your name.
Who are you, the police?
Cut it.
Bro, I'm gonna say this. A Ralphie hobby conversation drags on so long. That y'all both didn't get no.
I don't know who the fuck you were, but the next time you address me, you will state your name.
You just fucked all his call up.
Joseph, talk to me.
They both fucked each other's talk.
Yeah.
So Ron, you're not gonna say that to Mario? You just gonna let that slide?
You said what?
Hey, Ralphie, man, it's too early in the day for you to be drinking, man.
Yo, bro.
I know it's
bro,
like
I live a clean, bro. Listen, I live a clean life, yeah. Nothing but water before 12 noon.
You need to check your pipes, bro. You're gonna have to check them pipes. But real quick, I actually want to go off
The pipes
of
are clean, bro.
Mario said earlier. he made a good point about the Wilder fight is more lucrative at the moment for Fury because if he can somehow manage to beat Wilder, it makes the Joshua fight 10 times more lucrative.
Man, you guys are just stating the goddamn obvious, though, man. We all know that, though, bro. It ain't like a motherfucking checker puzzle that needed to be put together. It's a picture that's already painted. We see it.
But that's what I'm saying. Is that's why it shouldn't even be a question. I mean, he's not gonna make
cut it.
No offense, Mario, of course. I love you, man.
I didn't take offense, but you just shit all over the last like 15 seconds of his call.
Hey, man, you come with that weak shit, man, you get shitted on. Even if you come with good shit, you might get shitted on from Mike, because I cut everybody off.
Mike cuts everything off.
On Skype.
What's going on, Elijah?
What's good? You're right.
Yes.
Can you hear me? Yeah, it's right. Cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, man, we hear you, homie.
Yeah, I just got a few points to make. Yeah, Joshua makes 30 mil fighting nobodies, right? Wilder doesn't even get on pay-per-view without Fury or AJ. So that's just to clear up the fucking bullshit statement that people need Wilder. Yeah.
Yes.
The point you make that
Will AJ make the most money he ever made with Wilder or with Fury?
It don't matter.
Wilder.
Interchangeable.
All right, then. So go with that bullshit.
That's fine. But Wilder needs AJ or Fury just to make more than 2.5
No, come on, man. You guys know Al Hammond checks don't bounce. We get extra checks, baby. We get extra checks over here. Y'all get one check. Eddie cut y'all shit.
House checks are light.
Look, and this is my last point to say, yeah.
Ain't no goddamn point to make. You damn call over. Go to Patreon and sign up so you can get damn Boomerang back.
We going out to Boxing MD in Florida.
It's not that complicated. I just listened for a few minutes and I lost definitely IQ points because it's going nowhere. But the fact is that Wilder and Fury have unfinished business because they have unfinished business. So this topic's like irrelevant. They have to fight and the winner gets AJ. It's not really like, it's not really that complicated of a topic. And I don't know the UK guys, but like you're going to get attacked no matter what. Trust me, I've been there. So you just have to just keep it real and just not get emotional about it because half the people who call in are fat and pussies. Just remember that. And I am not fat or a pussy. So
truth, bro. I like this guy.
Boxing MD, let me ask you a question. So do you believe that AJ versus Fury is more lucrative for Fury?
It's the whole like Mayweather thing again. It's like you have an opportunity to fight Mayweather, you have greener pastures. The same people are flipping. I'm leaving it that way. I mean, Canelo made more money against Cotto than he did against Mayweather, but obviously Mayweather was a bigger fight because it's greener pastures, greener opportunity. This is not that complicated. You guys are making it way more complicated than it is.
No. The only one that made it complicated was the UK host by saying that it would take him 42 minutes to agree that AJ is less money for Fury than Wilder Fury because
but that's not the topic. The topic was is the Wilder fight more lucrative for Fury right now versus Joshua, and it's not to say that it's not complicated, but the point is that people believe otherwise. So that's why this type of show exists, or this type of subject.
For sure. But anyway, thanks for calling in, MD. We're going to Stunner in New Jersey. Stunner.
Don't call Stunner.
Yeah.
What's good? All right. I think y'all are missing the ultimate plot because, truthfully speaking, it appears that Wilder holds all the cards because assuming Wilder beats Fury and AJ, goes back to the negotiation table with Wilder and start to BS him, it appears that Dylan White may possibly be signing the PBC. If this does happen, Wilder doesn't need to fight AJ next. He can just fight Dylan White and get another US-UK pay-per-view.
He shook a Dylan White.
Something you got to consider.
He shook a Dylan White.
Consider too. Okay. here's something you got to consider. You guys keep saying, "Oh, who can pay Tyson Fury the most between Wilder and Fury?" Well, let's remove Tyson Fury's name and put Dylan White's name in that equation. Can Dylan White make more money fighting AJ or Wilder? I'm going to go on the record and say Wilder. So, I mean, if you're a UK heavyweight or a fighter that fights in the UK and you have a name, you make more money fighting Wilder because the US pay-per-view advantage than fighting AJ. AJ's not even looking to give people good splits. And in the Dylan White case, I can imagine the fact that if White was to sign a PBC, Wilder would definitely make sure that White would make a lot more facing him than he would against AJ, just to kind of be like,
cut it.
Yo, I got mesmerized in that call because that's true. I didn't think of Dillian White. If he signs with Heyman, they could still do Dillian White and maybe Wilder on pay-per-view, US pay-per-view, and still get UK pay-per-view, you think? With Sky, because Dillian is a fight by fight, so he has nothing with Sky, and that would include Eddie. So would they go to BT or would they go to ITV for the UK pay-per-view version of it?
And freeze out Eddie? That'd be.
I don't know about freezing out. Look, I'm not even adding that into the equation.
No. I'm just saying, like,
it's simple so that we know how it would work out. Like,
Can I just say something?
White? Well, I want to ask you. You're over there. If Dillian White fought Wilder in the U.S., do you think that you guys would pay for that over there, or would you get it free?
It would be the same ranking. It would be the same ranking as Fury. Dillian White has the same. He's higher ranked than Fury in many bodies, so it'd be the same situation.
So you think
it'd be a pay-per-view?
Oh, so it is a pay-per-view.
I think it would be.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and that's Javi's ready for his boomerang whenever he's ready.
I'm missing a big part. It would be ITV pay-per-view.
Okay.
I need what Nets has got to say. What's the question?
Now, for you guys, the Americans, would you stomach that as a pay-per-view? Don't be a fanboy. Like, is Dillian White known enough to be an American pay-per-view? Are we paying for Dillian White versus Wilder?
My initial reaction was yes, but then the way that you put it, I don't know. I don't know if we should.
It would still have to be yes, because if Fury comes back after a 2.5 year layoff and it's a pay-per-view, it would still have to be a pay-per-view for Dillian.
No, that's different.
That's different. He beat Vlad.
It's a whole different storyline. I would say I think they would have to stomach. I would only be able to stomach if they build a better undercard.
They got to set
it
up.
Good undercard that's worthy enough where it's more of an event that has some pretty good, decent co-mains and underneath.
Or if Dillian White was to fight, like, let's say Ortiz on the Fury and Wilder undercard, and he scored a impressive knockout, then American fans probably could stomach a Dillian White pay-per-view. But if
that ain't gonna happen.
I'm just saying, like,
if he beats somebody of that caliber,
Dillian White needs to fight in America to set up.
Impressively, Mike.
But if they don't, then I don't think that we should put that. Like, I'm saying here, American and Terrence Crawford should not be on pay-per-view. So I don't. In America, I just don't think Dillian White has the name yet. But if you was able to, like, get an impressive victory, then yes, we would stomach that.
Dillian White needs a warm-up fight in America to set up the Wilder fight.
Yeah, definitely. But here's the thing, though. I'm gonna say, and this is what I think Ron was saying, and maybe not, but I'm gonna say no, we shouldn't stomach it. No, it shouldn't be. But yes, I think we'd end up paying for it. I do. Now that I think about the money that would have to go into it, I think we'd end up having to pay for it.
But here's another thing you gotta understand too. If Dillian White does get like his tune-up or something, it needs to be a main event, because the thing is he pretty much talked about the whole Ortiz situation where we were like, why would I fight Ortiz? Let's go do a headline main event pay-per-view in the UK opposed to being on Tyson Fury and Wilder's undercard. So if Dillian White does get a fight, he's gonna feel entitled to get some sort of main event because he knows his value as a main event. And
that's true, but I think Mike's point was still. I think I still rock with Mike's point, though. I think if they put it on the undercard, I mean, boxing is made pay-per-views, main events off of that, where somebody's on their undercard. So I think Mike's point was
guaranteed. I think that's the only way, because once again,
that's tough.
He's gonna feel entitled. So if he does do a tune-up or a fight in the US, that doesn't tie him to an automatic title shot against Deontay, then he's gonna feel hey, I should be a main event because otherwise I could be a main event in the UK and it's pay-per-view.
That's
He's
fair.
playing that game now. So that's what I'm saying. His tune-up has to be a main event.
Yo, Ness,
300
Javi wants his boomerang whenever you get a chance.
All right, 390 eyes, 390 eyes, 129 thumbs up. We better than that, man. We here Monday through Friday every morning 9 o'clock, and y'all come in and y'all watch us, but y'all don't smash that thumbs up button. What's up with that, man? All thing you gotta do is watch, smash that button. That's it. It costs you nothing. Help us out, man, so we can help you out. Next caller. Okay, well, I'll keep going.
I got it. We got to go to NO. I'm just trying to get this here. Sorry about that.
We got a super chat from
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia.
Whoa. Look, check this out, bro. Dillian White, he got to set himself up in the U.S. just like Ralphie said. You know what I'm saying? I say let Dillian White fight on Big Baby in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, Joshua need that fight too. That shit gonna be hard, man. But they gonna have to find a way to like build up those guys' resume up in the U.S. Because that's where the most money going. When you got money coming in from two countries, that's when you're gonna maximize your profit, bro. So, and I don't see nobody who Dillian White really gonna come to the U.S. and get paid the amount of money, and then it can't be on his own either. Like whoever Joshua or Dillian White fighting the U.S., it can't be on his own because there's not gonna be enough eyes on him. You know what I'm saying? Like Charlo Harrison, what that did, like 2.5 million, and what Crawford did on ESPN, you know what I'm saying? It's not that many eyes on his own, like
cut it.
Javi, talk to me.
Yo, hey man, I think Dillian White would be smart to sign with Frank, to be honest with you. If he signed with Frank, that could set him up for a big fight either way. I'm just saying, if Fury or Wilder win, he can get the fight with Fury because he's with Frank now. Or Wilder already got a rapport with motherfucking Frank Warren, so he can get that fight with Wilder. Instead of saying with Eddie, because everybody's mad at Eddie right now. Wilder don't want to talk to Eddie, and Frank Warren don't really like Eddie. I mean, you go with Frank Warren, you got a win-win situation, and then you can get to AJ later on. And also, I think a Wilder first, or a Wilder White or a Fury White build-up would be great just because of the press conferences, because, I mean, Wilder and White, two pit bulls, so they're going to be at each other's head the whole every press conference. And Fury and White going to be funny as hell just because both of them just slick-talking motherfuckers. So I feel like White can put himself in a win-win situation going with Frank Warren with that, with what he got over there right now. Because I remember at one point, it was like Frank falling out of line.
Cut it. Hey, great point, Javi. Hey, Joseph wants his boomerang too, Ness, whenever you get a chance.
Joseph, go.
So if Dillian White comes over to PBC, when do we start saying that AJ is going to be flipped to the B side? Because there's no way I see him having anybody else that's viable to fight him that's going to make him a popular star. Even if he fights Big Baby.
He still got Usyk and Big Baby. That's at least one more year. That's at least one more year.
Yeah, but in the States, I mean,
yeah,
how's that going to build him over here?
You fight Big Baby first over here. Now the U.S. knows you. Then you fight Usyk over here.
Pulev.
Yeah, but still, I don't know how well that does on DAZN. You know what I mean? We're still not too sure how DAZN's doing.
Yeah, remember that he got the Pulev fight.
So
Maybe that's
the
listen. He got the Pulev fight. Maybe that's the day Eddie lets him walk to ESPN so he could get better U.S. exposure.
That's the play.
True, that'll make sense. But Mike, man, you shit on my call, man. So there goes your comedian there mixtape. I was gonna bring you to Dallas, man.
Oh man, don't do me. Which one? Mixtape Messiah? Mixtape Messiah. Which one?
Bring it to me, Joseph. Bring it to me.
We going out to Rue in the 504.
Hey there, good morning. What's going on, fellas? Really, right now, just to stay on the original topic, the money for Fury is in the Wilder fight. because we had a controversial ending. We need to resolve those issues in that fight, and that's a better path for him. The only way the AJ fight would be more lucrative is if Fury had a belt, because we're dealing with the unification. But as it stands right now, the only interest in that AJ fight would be limited to the UK market. Worldwide, right now, we have to settle this Wilder issue, and that's a better path for him to take.
All
So that's
Hey Ness, why do I feel like as soon as dude mentioned Chameleon, man, you cut him?
Nah, bro. He first of all, he went past the minute.
Okay.
So knock it off. Everybody
All
get
right,
I'm on point today. That's all.
yeah, I see. But I'm really feeling, man.
I'm trying to make it to the weigh-in, but you keep talking.
I'm sorry. I was gonna say, bro, I'm feeling like disrespected, bro, because I see shows out there that aren't as consistent as we are, don't give as much content as we do, and you guys smash that fucking thumbs up. But you come in over here and you won't smash the damn thumbs up button. It just don't make no sense. But I'm sorry, Ness, go ahead.
I mean, you know, it's hard to be loved, man. It's hard to be loved.
But they want the content though.
We going to Troy in Baltimore.
Hello?
Hello, Troy.
How you doing? Yeah.
Troy, man, we don't know what the fuck is going on, but you are coming in way too hot. Can you do something? Hello?
All right.
There
Yeah,
we go.
Ness.
Yeah, that's way better.
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, listen, man. In all my years of watching boxing, which has been about 32 years, anybody who was the bigger draw never had to ask or never had to say that I'm the bigger draw. They knew there was the bigger draw, and that was that. So I don't really want to, like I said in the last call when I called in, it's kind of tiring to constantly be, to play like a boxing manager on the phone or play like a CPA. Whoever's the bigger draw, shut up and fight and get the fight done. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
That's it.
The bigger draw is AJ.
We're going out to Canada. Jose.
Popping all this champagne, popping all this rose, getting money like Jose, chain cold, Norway. Shorty wants that full play. I'm like, no way, gotta rock it like Coldplay, killing it.
The World Boxing Council champion of TBV.
Thank you, Mike.
Man, I don't know, man. That dude might get stripped. He might get stripped, man. The sanctioning bodies are gonna have
Bro, he coming to somebody's backyard to fight them.
Ness is trying to attack me, Mike, because his listeners, his American listeners, are a bunch of pussies who don't sign up to fight. Whereas Border Wars was held on the back of Canadians and guys from the UK that traveled and spent thousands and thousands of dollars, yet the American pussies won't sign up. So
talk your shit, Jose.
Check my belt. Check your boys. Check your listeners.
Dude.
I hear guys calling in tough all the time.
Dude.
Americans.
Dude, do you
squeeze
have
your
a
nuts
fight?
If they hurt.
Let Jose talk his shit.
Do you have a fight? Do you have a fight?
I have a fight.
All right,
I
then.
have a fight.
Hey, Mike, since he wants to include you,
belt.
since he wants to include you, when have you seen a champion worry about undercards?
I'm not a listener, but
I said a champion. When have you seen a champion worry about his undercard?
I mean, he got to make sure the fans get what they want.
Okay. So then a co-main event, a co-main event is a card, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So why is he dragging his feet? Why it took him?
Man, I don't believe Jose dragging his feet. Not Jose.
Hey, bro, it took him a month. It took him a month to make the sign-up page.
Is he coming though?
What? It'll take a month. It'll take a month for an American to sign up.
Yeah.
Is he coming though? Is Jose not traveling to motherfucking Texas to fight somebody?
It ain't gonna take a month for me to play this.
Cut it.
No, talk to me.
Yo, Ness is going down this morning, huh? Hold on 1 second. I got you right here. Hold up. Yeah, it's going
What up, Third Coast?
down this morning. Ness, they coming at your top, huh? You did?
That's how I like
his neck. That's his neck. He should have wore a turtleneck.
What's that? What's that with that?
I said what? I said what up, Third Coast? Third Coast, baby. No Third Coast. Don't say Gulf Coast, baby.
Oh, I thought you said turn cool. I'm about to
Nah,
say.
baby, man, you know we got more love than that, homie. The boot, baby. I'm from Arkansas, baby. Where you from? Where you from again?
Man, you already know where I'm from. I just had
Hey.
the streets, you heard me? I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't hear everybody, like, you know what I'm saying, turn it back like that with no explanation, you heard me? But
I feel it.
I'm gonna leave this note here. Look, man, the fight, Fury and Wilder need each other for the next fight. It's simple as that. And as we going into all this basic shit and numbers and all that, they need each other for the next fight. That's it.
Cut it. Going to R&V. Talk to me.
Hey, what's up? I just got a quick question. I like putting people on the spot. I want one of y'all to host to write this down because I want Ralphie to answer this after I leave because I realize he can't understand concepts when people are speaking. So I just want to write this question down before I get into my topic. Shout out Ralphie. I'm not Javi. Ask him a question. What exact numbers will make Wilder the A side after the Fury and Wilder fight happens too? And on the Dillian White situation, this is just my opinion. If Dillian White, no matter if it's a B-side fighter, if he knocks somebody out on Fox, and the way Dillian White speaks, the public will pay a pay-per-view. Only if Dillian White talks reckless. Because the public in America, we like reckless talk, just like we like AB, regardless of how he fights, that reckless talk sells. So if he goes and calls Wilder a pussy on Fox, trust me, Americans will say, who the fuck is this? And it's going to be another British invasion. So I'm trying to figure out on record. I need numbers. I don't need no hypothetical. Oh, you know it, but Wilder.
Cut it.
I'll give you numbers.
He's in that line because
I'll
Ortiz
give you
called
numbers.
Wilder a bitch on FS1 and got in the fight.
Yeah, I'll give you numbers. So, just to recap, the man there, what's his name?
Rhythm and Violence.
Rhythm and R&V. Is he R&V?
Yeah. Rhythm and Violence. Yes.
Oh, I think he left some cheeky.
I come in. He asked you a question though.
He left some cheeky super chats, but I'll still answer his question. I shouldn't, but I will. Okay. It will take Wilder no less than half a billion
Let's call
to fight Wilder. Half a billion minimum.
Let's call
All right, we're going to Idris. Nope, it is actually Mo. Sorry, Idris. Mo, what up?
What's good, Mo? AKA Mo Bitches.
Hello, Mo. What do you know?
What's up?
Oh, man, you sound like you in a windstorm over there, B. What's up with that? Oh.
Whoa.
Hey, man, look here. We'll come back to you.
Baby. All right? Yeah, we come back to you. Don't sweat it, man. We got you. It's love. Idris, take it away.
What's going on, Idris?
Yeah, hello. Listen. So, man, I'm just ordering something. Listen, Mike, do you think that Wilder can be the A side by getting good numbers against Fury?
Absolutely.
Against
Never.
AJ?
That's not are you on speakerphone though?
Check his ass, Mike. He do sound like he on speakerphone though.
You on something?
He on something.
Hey, Mike. You on a headset or something? Well, all right, but yeah, Wilder can definitely be the A side by getting better numbers, and there should be more interest in this rematch.
For the A side though, so if Wilder beats Fury and gets like, let's just say $1 million, just to make you happy,
bro, that's not even
and
close.
He goes on to face somebody else and goes back to making $5 million, then what?
$5 million. Hold, that doesn't make sense. What you mean $5 million? $5 million, or you mean
dollars?
What?
And one thing about people over here in America, man. Wait
a minute, Idris. Oh, your time's about to run out. You got 8 seconds. But remember, if he's making $5 million, that'll be guaranteed plus pay-per-view upside. US pay-per-view upside.
Listen, that's not his point though. His point is this. His point is, if he were to go and be successful against Fury in every sense of the word, and then came no, I know he was trying to give an example, but it was just a poor example. But the point that he's trying to make is if he goes and is successful with Fury and then comes back down, yes, exactly. Is he still the A side versus Joshua?
He only said come back down in purse. guarantee. He said 5 million, and I reinforced 5 million. What you mean 5 million? He said no, $5 million. So again, if Wilder makes 5 million guarantee and pay-per-view up, US pay-per-view, remember that we only know limited information about pay-per-view deals, but we know that they come in all shapes and forms. They come in percentages of.
He never said anything about pay-per-view. He never said anything about pay-per-view.
Yes, he did. Be quiet.
He never said anything. Listen.
Bro, you gotta listen. Rafi, stop. Everybody knows he said pay-per-view. That's what he said. That's what he said. Sell 1 million.
Yeah, he said sell 1 million, but the 5 million was a bad example. He didn't mean to say that. He didn't mean to say that.
All right,
how you gonna say, man? What did he mean to say?
I know.
Because he was trying to say if he made poor.
I know, and I understand that. I
See,
understand
that's
it.
what
But
I'm saying,
Mario,
Mike, you know
let me ask you a question, Mario, real quick. Let me ask you a question. If Wilder beats Fury 2, how will Wilder win if he beats Fury?
Knockout, I think.
If it's a fucking knockout, what the fuck is going to happen if 1 million motherfuckers are watching?
Yeah, but this is all assumption, Mike.
No. But we all know if I'm not even gonna say that. Go ahead.
No, I think what the caller meant was that if he went back to his previous earnings.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
And he wasn't on pay-per-view when he was making the previous earnings.
Rafi. Boxing teaches us again your limited knowledge, but you're gonna do a lot of research because I'm gonna keep telling you how limited you are in your boxing.
I'm referring to what the caller said.
I'm gonna force you to read.
Not my knowledge.
It
I'm referring to what the caller said. The caller meant what will happen when
boxing history teaches us that as you win, as a fighter wins, his purse increases. When they get a title, the purse increases. When they defend that title, the purse increases. You don't go backwards, Rafi, unless you start to lose. So
you're addressing the caller.
No, I'm not.
Caller's question.
I'm addressing you for you.
But if he fights a lesser opponent,
Mario, excuse me. I'm addressing you for using the term 2.5 million. Going back.
I never used that term. I said 5 million.
No.
Can you listen?
Even 5.
Can you listen?
Even 5. Listen, because Mario, you just said even if he fights a lesser opponent. Well, yes. Didn't Manny Pacquiao just fight a lesser opponent and get 10 million guaranteed? Plus,
has Wilder even got pay-per-view options outside of the UK, guys? Is he even on? Is Breezel even a pay-per-view?
Again, and Rafi, if we're going off the caller's scenario, and Deontay Wilder does 1 million pay-per-view buys with Tyson Fury, Mario, and Mike, and he knocks Fury out. Yes,
that's what I said.
Yes, I believe that Showtime or Fox would invest in Dominic Brazil, Dillian White, or anyone else on pay-per-view because remember, before Floyd and Pacquiao, 225,000 for Marquez Bradley was a success. 225, and look these up. 225,000 for Marquez Baby Bull in Texas was a success. Remember, 325,000 for Canelo in Texas with Liam Smith was a success, or was that 45? Okay, so
400,000.
Everybody does. No, I don't know about 400, baby. 400 was the Canelo Khan.
I think it was 4.
You're 400,000.
All right, whatever. It doesn't matter. More pay.
480.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Even more. That's what I'm saying. Like
is Wilder Dillian White.
Hold on. Let Ness finish. Let Ness finish real quick.
It's to his point. It's to his point. It's to his point.
I know, but he hasn't finished his point though. But I wanted Ness to make that point because I wanted to finish here what he says.
Okay, I'm up.
No, I don't even. It'll come back. Go ahead, Rafi. It'll come back because
to your point, I'm not moving away from your point, Ness.
I'm sorry, Ness. You're right. 300,000 for Liam Smith. And,
to your point, Ness, is Wilder. We just covered this, and people said no. Is Wilder, Dillian White next? If that fight were next for Wilder, would that be a pay-per-view?
Well, we just talked about it, and you said
we just talked about it. I said yes. You guys said no. I said yes. You guys said no.
Listen to me, because I am being objective, and I said, you know what? We don't know Dillian like that. And then you got a guy like Javier that calls in and says, yeah, well, you got to give Dillian a fight on Fox, let him knock someone out, and then yes, if he calls Wilder a pussy, will get the fight. And,
And
then Michael backed that by saying, hey, remember that Luis Ortiz did the same thing. He knocked someone out on Fox Sports and he called Wilder a pussy and he got the fight. I'm sorry, Ron, you've been quiet. I just heard you say
No. Yeah, I was just letting you guys go. I was just saying, look, obviously you also could possibly build an undercard. I said that too, and that would probably help the case. Maybe a good co-main. But the thing is, and I'm just put this out there, and maybe I'm gonna be right. I just think this is all gonna be Wilder Fury 2 and AJ White. I just think this is where it's gonna go down.
So do
and
I.
that's the most logical thing. Miller is just something that is flirted in the air, but I honestly think realistically, White is just trying to get the best deal. He's lobbying all different type of venue, and at that point, I just think that's where it's gonna be. Go ahead, Ness.
Ron, as our history guy, fact checker, I'm gonna get back to some calls. Can you just check? Because look, we could be talking out our ass going off of this call is hypothetical, because I'm pretty sure that rematches always do less instead of more. So
That's not true. I've
all
seen
right,
some.
we'll get it. No. Don't say it's not true. I'm glad that you believe that it is, so that you can find us.
I'll go double check.
I said that's not always true.
That's not always true.
Let's get some numbers. Let's get some numbers. Let me take some calls. We got a lot, and then we'll get some numbers to get facts out. We'll go to KO'd. Boomerang, talk to me. Oh shit! Wait, KO'd. I'm sorry, brother. You know this was a heated conversation. I hope you've been listening.
To this day. To this day.
Sing along if you know the words. Come on.
Yo. All right, quick one because I haven't got much time. I think an angle you guys are missing is the fact that both Wilder and Fury have expressed their jealousy of AJ in the past. And so one of the reasons why they actually agreed to fight in the first place was because both of them want what AJ had.
Yes.
And so if they're able to build, or if they're able to have 2 matches, 3 matches, just to get that level to where AJ is, then they'll do it. Which is one of the reasons why Wilder doesn't want to fight AJ yet, because he wants to be that pay-per-view star and then be able to compete with AJ. So all this stuff that Frank Warren is saying about the fight being that Fury will make more money, it's just a lie, And you guys always go on Eddie about lying. And like I said the other day, no one ever goes on the other promoters when they make false statements.
Cut it.
KO, I wish you'd been listening from the beginning. Remember, I definitely said all promoters lie, and I pinned Rafi to a corner to make him agree that all promoters lie. We're going to...
Hey, real quick, Ness. I just pulled up. So everyone knows the Canelo Triple G, scenario, or it's publicly known that the rematch did worse outside of whatever their digital buys is. But pulling up, Mike Tyson, Vander Holyfield 2 is what I had in my mind. So I checked. Mike Tyson, Holyfield 2 did better the second time. Frank Bruno.
What numbers?
They did about almost pretty much 2 million buys.
Wow.
For the rematch.
Hold on. What was the difference? What was the difference between the first fight and the second fight, Ron? What was the difference?
Let me pull it up.
What was the margin?
Holy shit. What fight was that?
Holyfield and Tyson 2. That was like the big.
Oh, that's right. That was the ear bite.
The
Pacquiao. Listen, the Pacquiao Morales did better in the rematch, not by much, but the first bout did 350,000 buys. It made 15.7 million.
You from Texas? Slow that one down. Manny Pacquiao did what number?
Manny Pacquiao Morales in their first fight generated
ballot Hall of Famer Eric Morales.
Eric Morales and Manny Pacquiao did 350,000 buys and made 15.7 million in their rematch. They did 360,000 buys, 16.2 million.
What do you mean? Overall revenue, or what's that? 15 million. What do you mean?
Yeah, the fight generated 15.7 million.
Oh,
I'm sorry, in television revenue. My bad.
Man, I'm like, whoa, that's low.
Yeah, in television revenue, I meant. But it did do better.
But Mike Tyson, Holyfield did about 1 million more buys.
Wow.
Okay, double.
Wow.
Well, yeah, double.
And Frank Bruno and Mike Tyson, I believe, did better.
Damn it! Yeah. The second one did 1.37.
Who?
Bruno and Tyson. The second one did better than the first
that's
one.
the UK guy. That happened where? Here?
Happened in let me.
I actually don't know, but I know that had a title.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, had a title on the line.
That was Bruno. He's UK.
Let me see where it was at. It was at MGM, Las Vegas, Nevada. Yep.
And then Donovan Ruddock too, and Mike Tyson did better the second time because there was controversy in that fight as well.
Yep.
Yeah, but give us numbers so we can see, the numbers is
Give me
important.
one
First
second.
one did
I never expected Pacquiao to do, with Eric Morales only 350. And that's what I'm saying. 350 is good to these guys, man. But,
that was before he was Pacquiao, though. Remember that Oscar De La Hoya was like a passing of the torch. And, you're talking about years before that.
All right, but that's my point. Before he fought Oscar, he's doing 350.
Just to back up,
That's a
Ron.
featherweight.
Wilder's doing 325 before he fights AJ.
Yeah, that was always been my point.
AJ is gonna be.
Yeah, that's always been my. That's what I said the other day on the show. I said this is just a starting point for him. He is gonna explode, and so is Joshua, and so is Fury, and so is all these guys.
No, but the other case around when you get a U.S. fighter and UK fighter that did worse the second time was Holyfield and Lennox Lewis. That actually did worse the second time.
Because everybody knew Holyfield was going to lose properly that time.
That was the controversial draw. At that time.
It was less competitive in people's minds.
I believe the second Pacquiao Marquez did better than the first one too.
What about Castillo Mayweather? Neither one of those were pay per view.
No, I think that was HBO. I don't think Mayweather didn't
hold
get
on,
pay
we
per view
missed
until
it.
True Gotti.
Maidana. That was a rematch.
But we're missing a parallel here. We're missing a parallel.
What?
Ron just said that when Lewis fought Holyfield the second time, it was less. Now, if we all remember, Lewis, by popular agreement, won
the fight,
but was robbed of the victory in the first one. They called it a draw. Do we see a parallel here?
Well, that's why I brought that one up and explained.
Yeah, with that's a good thing to bring up, because the parallel here is Wilder v Fury, where the popular opinion is that Wilder edged it, but it was called a draw. So if we go by that parallel, if we draw a parallel to that,
but real quick question: you said edged it. Do you think Holyfield edged it with Lewis, or was that just a pure on robbery?
No. You mean, do I think Lewis edged it with Holyfield the first time they fought?
Well, yeah. Well, you said
because it was a draw. The direct parallel here is between Fury and
but
Wilder.
I'm just saying the extent of the parallel. How much did you think Lewis beat Holyfield compared to Fury beating Wilder?
But you said Holyfield. Did I think Holyfield beat Lewis? But I understand what you meant. You meant did Lewis?
Hey, real quick, we got Jay Hardcore, then we got R&B, then we got
we just interrupted them.
Question
Lewis, exactly. Lewis edged it. It was a comfortable edge though, because he edged more rounds. He didn't totally dominate him. He edged the fight. But it was a clear edge, though, if you understand what I'm saying. It was a clear edge.
Now, another thing to also put in that parallel, too, is that Holyfield and Lewis were both on pay-per-view consistently, opposed to these two guys being the first time doing pay-per-view.
Good point. So that's another variable. How does that affect the outcome? I don't
know.
So
these are just numbers. You can kind of spin it, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. We've seen rematches do well. We've seen rematches do worse. It just kind of feels like this one might be a case that it'll do better. We'll find out, because controversy was in Canelo and Triple G, and that did ideally worse, but they claim the digital buys, which is something that they say that it's not publicly released. That's the PS4. That's the digital Showtime buys. So it definitely gets a little complicated when it comes with all this.
Yeah, but Canelo Triple G build up to the second fight wasn't there at all.
So Mike, who was first with their boomerang?
It was Jay Hardcore, R&V, then Javier.
Okay. Oh, I thought Javi got his.
Did he?
I thought he did. Yeah, remember? Because that first one he just spent going after.
No, he didn't get his. Yeah. Oh,
he did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. He said he got mine. So
Ness, you got that? It's Jay Hardcore and then R&V on the boomerang.
All right.
All right. My bad. Listen, I didn't know. I thought you were going to them right away, but I think the rematch generates more too. I do. I'm not sure. I wouldn't bet anything on it, but
I would say the Fury Tyson versus Wilder rematch does a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there is interest. Remember, like Rafi, I didn't get on that point. I didn't want to cut anybody off, but he said something like the perception is the Fury won, and he said popular opinion, right? I don't want to misphrase you. What did you use?
Popular opinion.
Yeah, he said popular opinion.
And I think that's exactly why I latched on, because I think that that's the wrong phrase, because popular, you think, the celebrities, what the casual fan is thinking. Now, the hardcores, the writers, some of those guys, they definitely have Fury winning. But the celebrities, nah.
I take it as majority. That's what I think when he says popular.
Majority.
When I hear popular, I think majority.
I don't think it is, though. I don't think that the majority of the world thinks that Fury beat him. I think
Come on, Nish.
I think the
Take
majority
sheep
of
hats off.
people believe that Fury won that fight.
Dude, so why will there be memes about the knockdown? Like, that's the controversy in the fight.
Well, I don't think it's like a huge. I don't think it's like a 95% to 5% or anything like that. I mean, there's definitely a bulk of people that believe Wilder won. I just think that if you broke it into two groups, people think Fury won, people think it was a draw or Wilder won. I think the larger group is people think Fury won.
There was a controversy about the knockdown. There was a controversy about the knockdown, yes, but that doesn't detract from the fact that popular opinion is that Fury won.
But it does add to the intrigue of the rematch.
According to you, because again, I go back and refer to a guy like Joe Rogan that consistently has guests on his show and brings up the Wilder Fury and then says Wilder won or Wilder's count was long, putting that narrative out there. We don't use it here. You don't hear us making shows about long counts. But
there was definitely a controversy about the count, and there was definitely a lot of people who felt the count was long. But overall, I think the masses.
But forget the masses. We have fighters on. And almost every single one has said that Fury won. I mean, you ask every fighter that we've had on,
but that's when they say it. That when they said the hardcore fans, the writers.
Dude, I mean, it's impossible. Look, remember, we got to remember we're debating with Manchester Mario and Rafi the Sheep. Like, it's impossible.
I'm being objective.
Sheep is you, my friend. Come on.
I hear you. Yeah, sure. The sheep is me, buddy. It's me. I'm gonna go to, you said
J Hardcore.
He wasn't on the line.
RV. So RMV now.
If he didn't call back in, it's RMV. Go.
Yeah, man. I just get tired of this goalpost that keeps moving. So I need some hard numbers. And since somebody don't want to use common sense, I'm not talking about no doggone I'm talking about I need some hard numbers. So let me ask some UK Mario, since the other UK guy don't understand.
You're gonna need some goddamn new.
You're gonna have to call us back when you somewhere else, because you sound like garbage.
You goddamn RoboCop, little brother.
Service right now, brother. Just come back to us in a little bit. We're going to Deej, our Frenchman. What up?
What's going on, Deej?
No, I ain't French.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
He's from the UK, right?
No, I ain't French.
He said it. He got so mad at that. No, I ain't French.
No,
he was so offended.
I may as well be French still, because like literally, the opinions of the UK sheep, which
you're talking about Rafi. You talking about Rafi?
No. Rafi wants me to talk about him, but I'm not talking about Rafi.
Yeah, keep my name out your mouth.
I'm talking about these Rafi supporters.
Keep my name out of your mouth.
Supporters now.
Them people who want to control the narrative, man, because I really get mad when people from the UK are disrespecting the USA. Most of us here who watch boxing watch it because we fell in love with American boxing, and people need to remember that the market's changed. A lot of the big men are playing NFL now, and we need to really get behind the USA fighters too, as well. If we want to save our sport, we want to save boxing in the Olympics, we need to be working on the same team. We need to, literally, America's got so much good things going from it. I don't understand.
That was a great point. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely
Damn right
right.
about that, bro. Damn right.
I've been preaching unity forever. It's never gonna happen. UK people are more happy going up against an American. You know, Rafi, you're new to the show, Rafi. I've been saying that I wish UK people lived in the US because you guys love boxing that much. And there's more boxing here in abundance. Like, it's everywhere. You know what I mean? You have to fly to get to Texas. You want to see fights in Texas. You know what I mean? It's not like it's totally different. And we could use the help, absolutely, but it will never be that. You guys are more excited going up against an American. You yank, you know, a Yankee.
You guys are the biggest haters. Look how you treated Lennox Lewis. Look how you treated Lennox Lewis until he wiped out and dominated every last one of your heavyweights.
I'm not old enough for that. Ron, help us out.
What do you mean?
RV's back, by the way.
What do you mean?
Look how you treated Lennox Lewis. Look how you talked about him and tried to diminish him at every turn until he obliterated every last one of your notable guys.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was like that.
When I was growing up, I was a fan of Lennox Lewis. Obviously, I was young.
I don't know what Rafi's talking about.
I mean, I was a huge.
I didn't even like when I was.
Do your research, Ness. Do your research. When you read.
What we're telling you is, like, when I was watching boxing and Tyson and the fight that we just talked about, that did all those pay-per-views with my dad, like, I didn't even know Lennox was from another country. I was a child, you know.
But going towards that, like, I did go back and I did know the idea that Mike Tyson was when I was watching Mike Tyson, I knew at a very young age that Mike Tyson wasn't what I saw when I was a kid, where everyone had the Mike Tyson hats, the HBO sports jackets. My dad was a big boxing fan, so I know this. Mike Tyson wasn't the Mike Tyson. So that might be the criticism he got. And the Vitaly Klitschko fight, where he didn't rematch, where many people thought that was a very competitive fight, minus the stoppage. They were asking him, like, would you want to do a rematch? You know, Lennox retired from that point. Then he also had the Hasim Rahman knockout not too long ago. And I remember Max Kellerman on Friday night fights talking, against like Rahman. Like, Rahman, do you think you stand a chance against this? He had a lot of tension. What's those video games, the fight nights. They had David Tua in there. Like, I remember Lennox Lewis beat David Tua. David Tua was supposed to be the newcomer Asian Mike Tyson. And then many people in America thought Holyfield did get rob Lennox Lewis. So there was this overwhelming appreciation of Lennox Lewis.
That was the turning point when he got robbed versus Holyfield. When he got robbed versus Holyfield, and even the Americans had to say, you know what, we're not comfortable with that. Run it back.
But you also got to run.
I'm trying desperately not to cut off, please, bro. The irony in this bullshit is that Lennox is now wanting Eddie and Joshua to give Wilder 45%.
Yeah, but Lennox, I'm afraid to say, I'm a massive fan of Lennox, but the truth is he's a turncoat. The man turned his coat. Lennox, as big a fan as I am of Lennox Lewis, I'm sorry, but the man turned his coat. He turned his coat and he's now under the payment of
Let's get back to the callers.
I
think that's such a one-sided narrative.
You can go on both sides.
He just ruined Lennox story and credibility right there.
You could go on both sides.
I don't
understand this. Though.
I don't even want to.
When he was supposed to fight Riddick Bowe, and you got to understand, there had this US UK experience where Lennox Lewis and Riddick Bowe started this whole thing. So obviously you support your countrymen. There is bias between both countries, and you can't really allow the bias affect the true fans, the true hardcore boxing fans. Don't let the US or the UK fanboys of their countrymen allow it to be disrespected. Trust me, Mike Tyson's been disrespected by a lot of people, to a degree. And you can spin whatever narrative.
Everybody gets disrespected,
that's
man.
Just the patriotism.
At some point in time,
don't
in your life,
allow
man.
the patriotism. And yes, you will always be critiqued as a fighter. Roy Jones has been critiqued. Mike Tyson's been critiqued. Lennox Lewis
Too much is given, much is required.
Too much is given. And Lennox Lewis became a great heavyweight. No one can dispute that.
Very great super chat. Very great super chat, because these UK listeners are the bomb. Deej said,
Deej is some kind of
Well, chill
imbecile.
out, man. Why
You
you got
can't keep
Bro, we gotta
that
get the
boy.
super
animosity,
The
chats.
boy
Deej?
is
Yo,
paying.
let's
Every
get
The
the
time
boy
somebody
super
say
is
chat.
Deej,
paying
man,
to
Super
you get
put my
chat.
upset.
name
Super
in his
chat.
mouth. He
Super
can't.
chat.
Every time
Hey,
you
he
get
can't.
upset by
He's
Deej.
paying.
Bro.
He's paying to put my name in his mouth.
Yo, what's up
There's
with
something
you,
wrong with
bro?
that boy.
What's up with you? Why you
There's something
hating?
wrong with that boy.
See
I
some
don't want to say no more, but there's something
Hey,
wrong with
Ness,
that boy.
Ness, he get mad every time you say Deej, bro.
Yo, Deej, Ditchwater. Ditchwater, Deej?
Yeah,
Is
but
that what
you
we're
give him
talking
all this
about?
attention though, Ralphie.
There's
You're giving him
something
all this
wrong with this
attention.
boy. He's
Oh my
paying. He's got my name
Okay.
so far
You
down
got
his
it. Hey,
throat.
you said it.
Something's wrong.
You said it.
But real quick, last
7 more times before we can move.
last thing though, I think the reason why there's so much also hatred for Lennox is my
I
opinion. But
didn't get to read Deej's super chat. This
I
dude,
know.
I know I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna end it
I
here. I'm
know.
done. It's because I think it's because Lennox has shown somewhat possibly a favoritism appeal because he works with PBC, he works with worked with BT I think before. So the appeal is that he's working with the enemy. So that's also another thing where it's either he's sold out or people are reading really into it because he's not supporting his own countryman. But maybe it's because he wanted to sign him. Maybe he's bitter. Maybe he's angry. You can spin whatever narrative you want. That's pretty much where we're at with Lennox.
yo, let me get to these super chats.
He can't wait, bro.
This is hilarious.
Go on, let's look at the smile.
Hold on.
Look at his smiling.
Let's have
He's
the super chats
smiling.
and only the super chats. Let's all be quiet and respect the super chats.
Why is Rafi?
Look at Nessie's smile, man. It's a $1 million smile all of a sudden. Go on, boy.
Yo, because I'm smiling because I'm conceited, bro. It's not about you. Anyway,
Look at his smile.
Jack is the truth says, guys, if we get 250 thumbs up, we get to mute Ness's mic for 5 minutes.
Nice.
Let's see if y'all really hate me, fucking jerks.
Oh, wow.
We got another one from Jack is the truth says, AJ made more money fighting Takum and you said that one, right, Mike? Maybe. Okay. So then the last one, the one that Rafi's afraid of.
Look at this, his smile now. Look at his smile.
Yo, he does not want you to read it.
Hey, you know what I'm gonna do? Deej, go ahead and tell us your super chat. He won't let us read it.
Read it.
Oh, all right. Then he's gonna let me read it. When Lewis was hot, UK was Bruno. Rafi is fake news. Let's go out to
Ditchwater.
Oh man,
Ditchwater Deej.
Why they call that man Ditchwater, bro?
Jesus. What is that? Can you Google what that is?
Bro, you don't know what Ditchwater is?
hey man,
You ain't never see a ditch? A nigga with some water in that motherfucker.
Fucking over R&B.
All right. It's like dealing with your woman with some of these emotional dudes. But look, I'm getting tired of this goalpost move, so I need some concrete numbers. I wasn't talking about all this willy-nilly stuff. I need some concrete numbers out your mouth. So let me talk to a UK person who got some common sense a little bit. Mario, what will it take for Wilder to become A-side? On my opinion, Wilder does over 1 million buys. He fights Luis Ortiz and does over 800,000 buys. And I think he will become the A-side. What is your opinion on buys and overall revenue that will make him the A-side? Because if you don't ever say he could be an A-side, then you're a fucking loser, you're a fucking hater, and you're an emotional bitch from the UK. Now speak.
I think that if he goes out and absolutely starches Fury in front of over 1 million American fans, he will become the A-side, not because he'd become more popular in the UK, but because he'd become more popular in America where the money is. I do not think he'll ever become the A-side like Mayweather Pacquiao, where he's the dominant guy, like by far. It would be more of like he get that split and there'd be no other way to do this. Like you could get into relative duck sense with AJ if he weren't to give him that split. But that said, he'd absolutely have to starch out Fury. There couldn't be any other. He'd have to knock him out in a brutal fashion. I'm talking about KO of the year.
I think in that scenario too, I don't even think Wilder needs to do 800 in his next pay-per-view. I think 500 is a super safe zone. If you could do 1 million and then, off the Bertos of the world, you're doing 500, you're still golden. You're golden.
No, he's golden, but I'm saying what would make him the A side, what would shift that momentum completely would be that million.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
500.
you gotta get it. But I don't know. That's look, man. I
500 would
wish that on anybody, on any fighter, but it's hard to achieve.
500 would
It is.
be Wilder's reasonable expectation for the
We had
rematch.
208 Ness. We had 208.
But I don't think that would be good enough to switch momentum completely.
No. That 500 isn't going to switch no kind of momentum.
No,
We
not
got
the
a super chat from Jack is the truth. How can he ever be an A side with less to offer?
And that's my point. If you do $1 million with Fury and then you can consistently do 500, like if you do Fury and it's 5, then you pay step aside and you fight Luis Ortiz. Excuse me, you do Fury and it's $1 million. You pay step aside money if the mandatory is called. If it's not, you fight Luis, you do 500. Remember, you can put that on Fox, expose them more. The next one now is Brazil. If he can maintain 500, dog, Adam Kornaki's coming up. Like, dude, they'll just keep doing that. That's what Mayweather did. He just and Pacquiao. Remember, those two guys were separated because of promoters, and they made their own lanes. Pacquiao fought his own fighters. Well, actually, he fought all the fighters Mayweather fought after Mayweather fought them. You know what I'm saying?
And that makes him A side?
Made who makes who A side?
Would you think that would make Wilder A side over Joshua at that point if you were to go that route, like you're describing?
I mean, guess what, Mario? Where's the fight gonna happen? Where's the fight?
No, I'm not arguing. I'm asking you.
I know you're not. I'm just putting it out there sarcastically. Like we're discussing right now a promoter saying that the fight is bigger in the U.S. for his own fighter. Where would the fight versus Joshua and Wilder be bigger? Is it going to make more money in the UK or is it going to make more money in the U.S.? So now if Wilder, and again, this is all hypothetical and ridiculous, but if Wilder could somehow make himself a consistent pay-per-view fighter, absolutely. I mean, he is the one that's going to make the offer because you are going to have to come to the U.S. Just like Joshua is already having to come to the U.S. First, it was all about, no, I don't want to fight in the U.S. I want to fight in the U.K. Even Eddie was saying like, no, while Joshua's done enough where this fight should take place in the UK. But now that has changed. Now it's like, oh, I came to the U.S. and I like how this feels. I want to fight in the U.S. And I'm glad that his tune has changed. I'm not mad. I'm not knocking him. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm happy because it's stepping us closer. Look, I was talking to someone about this off air this morning, and it's like, oh, we only got 1.5 years, 2 years of this bullshit. We've been here longer with worse fights, you know what I mean? And this is going to happen sooner. It's going to happen on AJ's terms. He said 2019, 2020, and it's really looking like that. If he fights Dillian White and Big Baby, we're done. We're talking 2020. So we know what it is.
The problem is I don't see anybody.
to-
I don't see Wilder having anybody to fight on PPV outside of the UK guys.
What'd you say, Mike?
Ortiz, the
Oh,
problem. Ortiz,
but that's still fine. That still makes him a pay-per-view star in the America. So it doesn't matter how you slice it. If he goes and fights Fury, and then his next one is Dillian White, and then the next one is Luis Ortiz, it doesn't matter. He's still selling American pay-per-views at a $75 to $100 rate. I'm sorry, Ralphie. Let's just move on.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. I just think this point needs to be made that I don't see Fury having pay-per-view fights outside of the UK guys. I mean, you mentioned Ortiz. I don't know how many people are going to pay to see him knock Ortiz out again. I don't know. I really don't know.
I mean, I did the live fight chat, and I get called biased, but in that live fight chat, I went as far as to say that they should have stopped the fight in the 7th round. So
I was watching that live fight chat.
All right.
I was watching that.
All right, then. So you know that I was unbiased in my take of that fight, and I would definitely love the rematch.
Mike, what was the point you were going to make?
Fury put up a good fight for Wilder, but he was giving him a boxing lesson, and Luis Ortiz gave him a fight. And I like fights. So I don't know. What's wrong?
He gave him a fight. That was 18 months ago now, a year. What's it going to be 18 months before the rematch? If they have a rematch, 2 years?
He's getting another tune-up with a common opponent of Tyson Fury while he waits for the Tyson Fury Wilder outtake. What's wrong?
2 years for the rematch for old man Ortiz.
I mean,
2 years, 2 years older.
He doesn't want to fight him. He offered him $250,000 to fight him in UK on pay-per-view. I mean, if that's not a low-ball offer, I don't know what is.
Ortiz 2 years older, really?
Hey, I mean, someone's gonna step up to the plate eventually, right? Adam Kornacki seems like he wants a shot. I haven't heard Big Baby call out Wilder's name in a long time. I'll tell you since when? Since he stopped fighting on Showtime. Since he started hanging with Eddie Hearn, he stopped calling out Wilder's name. I'm just saying, what do you want him to do?
What do I want Wilder to do? I want him to fight White. And I want the first thing I wanted to do was sign for the April with AJ. How the fuck you run away from 3 belts? How the fuck you doing that?
Oh, so you're sour.
I'm not sour, man. I'm sweet. I ain't sour.
You don't. Oh, you sweet? Oh shit.
No, I ain't sweet. Hey, yo. Let's just erase that from the records.
I gotta clip that shit. I gotta clip that shit.
I don't care. Look,
get the fuck out of here. I'm sour.
Listen, dog. I don't get involved in that shit.
I'm sour.
Man, your life is your life, baby.
I'm sour, baby.
What you do in the bedroom? I mean, look, we're gonna go to bed. Go for it.
Whoa, what happened here?
I don't know now, bro. What happened?
I mean, I don't know what the fuck.
It just happened.
Whoa.
Boxing to some other shit right now.
Exactly, man. I'll get into that at the end of the call. But anyway, guys, quickly, the tickets for Mikey Garcia and Earl Spence are going to be coming out soon. This is definitely a fight that if people are looking to go to, you got to buy right away because those seats are going to sell out, man. The cheap seats
our
will get
ticket
bought up
guru.
right away, and that'll.
Bro, they got like damn near 80,000 seats in that son
They
bitch.
better give me some percentage for you promoting tickets on the show.
I'm talking about, hey, if that motherfucker sell out, boy, it's gonna be a woo.
No, they're gonna fight at the Dallas, not at the main stadium. They're gonna fight at the smaller, at the Dallas.
I thought they were fighting at the main stadium. Are you sure about that, homie?
Fighting in the. I think so. I'm not sure, but
No, yeah, I'm more sure than you are. I think they're fighting at AT&T Stadium with the big screen.
Yeah, I don't think it's at the training center.
I don't know. And then quickly before my call cuts off, Rafi, you know what? You got to take that with a grain of salt because he is a protector, man. I am going all the way to Texas to fight a guy. Cut it.
Absolutely, he's very much a protector, big time protector.
Hey, yo, talk to me on Skype, Boomerang.
Yo, Ness, you were saying something which I don't even understand why you would say that. You said that it's not popular opinion that Fury won the fight. Is that correct?
Yeah, I don't think it's popular opinion.
But I mean, if you listen to
my
polls,
barbershop, my barbershop is a Latino barbershop. Anybody that follows me on Instagram knows that. My Latino barbershop, when I go there, they are not saying, oh, that white guy, beat that black guy. No, they're saying more about the knockout. That's
the knockout is there, but that doesn't mean he won the fight. Just because he had a knockdown doesn't mean he won the fight. I mean, if you listen to Mayweather, you know that Mayweather channel where they talk about give people opinions, where Jeff Mayweather interviews people. He did a poll actually. He did a video, and if you listen to it, what the fighters and what people are saying, American fighters, a lot of them, 80% of them said Fury won. So
that's what he said before he even spoke. He said hardcore fans and writers.
Michael, I
know, man. I just want these people to know.
Sheep don't listen. I preference my conversation saying hardcore fans feel Fury won, but these sheep don't listen. I don't know. I guess what could be bigger than their ears that's causing them
bad. They probably all that bad probably like gives off like a vibration to their ears, but they can't really hear that well.
Easy. Let me get to special feature INC on Skype.
Inc. Hey man, get off that goddamn speakerphone, get off that Bluetooth, whatever you own, man, get off it.
And it sounds horrible. You're killing our ears.
Like you on goddamn megaphone.
You there?
Yeah.
Wow.
You still yelling. Why are you yelling at us?
Are you talking directly into your computer or something?
No.
Okay. We'll deal with it. Go ahead, talk. Just try not to yell.
The hell we will. Got his damn lips on the phone.
Like I was saying, of course, the UK people like Ralphie, they want that AJ Wilder fight now because they know if and when Wilder knocks out Fury, most likely in the first 3 rounds, it gives him more advantage. And they feel those titles slipping away. They don't want to not have a title. All these other UK fighter champions have been losing their belts. They feel they feeling like we're about to not have a champion. So of course they want to do it now because if they wait when they do finally do Fury, AJ is not going to be for a belt. at all. So that's my call.
All right, Ron, thanks for calling in. I didn't even know that was you. He said that the reason that
I heard.
Oh, okay.
Carry on.
All right.
Madness.
All right.
Madness.
You know why I'm laughing? Because that reminds me of 300. That was one of my favorite movies. It's like, this is madness.
Pure madness. No disrespect, caller.
No,
I think you shouldn't drink and call.
Ron from
Bro,
Louisiana.
bro, you shouldn't drink and call.
Nah, you crazy. Deron from Louisiana. That's my man. Thanks for calling in. We're gonna go ahead and be out. Ron, we gonna do this motherfucking weigh in or what? I know Ron is. I'm trying to suit myself up. At least it ain't raining today.
It's not raining today.
I know I should be there. We doing the show early. You know, I should be there. Everything should go smooth. Damn, let me try Mo one more time. Mo, how you doing over there? You rocking out with us today or what? Mo going once. Mo going twice. Mo, go. Mo
Don't
ain't
forget
going
Jack Super Chat. Don't forget Jack Super Chat.
Jack in the super chat. Let me see. Did my mic get muted and he mad? We ain't at Ness. It ain't. Oh, you ain't been to a barbershop since 2002? You crazy. Bro, listen, I used to do the weekly thing, but my barbershop is like where I used to live. It's in Newark, New Jersey. I hate driving all the way the fuck over there, man, but my barber is the illest. Everybody that's come here except Mike, because he ain't get a haircut, but everybody that's come to stay with me gets a haircut at my barber, and they don't want to get a haircut anywhere. Ask Danny, anybody, just anybody. My barber's crazy with the Gillette, bro, like crazy. I hope one day I can introduce him to a barber, and I know they're gonna fly him around after that. I mean, he's nasty with that straight edge. It's crazy.
Yo, my brother's dope with the Gillette.
I mean, that's what you say, but then I go to Texas and I can't even meet you or your brother to get a haircut. I'm all woofing like this.
Hey, he going to Dallas, bro.
He better bring his bag. I'm gonna be there for like 7 days. He could pipe me out in the B&B.
I'll tell him. He wants to stay with us too. I forgot to tell y'all.
Nah, definitely.
I don't know if we had no more room or not.
Because I'm telling you, I mean, look, we're gonna be there. I'm gonna be there from Tuesday to Sunday. So my haircut's gonna be gone. You know what I'm saying? That shit gonna be gone by Thursday.
Same thing.
I'm gonna need to get piped out again for fight night. You know what I'm saying? That shit gonna be crazy. I can't wait to see what it's like, actually. I can't wait to compare that to Canelo Triple G in terms of big fight atmosphere, because of the big old Texas thing and stuff like that. So Big Nick said, how's Luna? Bro, Luna's been fucking having me super upset, bro. She's been pissing all over the house. I'm thinking because I'm like, have all this free time that, potty training was gonna be easy, man. And nah, she ain't making it easy, bro. Let me tell you, I got in over my head. Like, I forgot what this was all about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a female dog. I literally got to wipe her pussy after she pissed, because if not, she putting pee all over my house. Yeah, my nigga.
What the fuck are we doing right now, my nigga?
I'm telling the truth.
Where we going
Hey,
to?
I'll bring Canella and you bring Luna.
See, that's the problem with you dog owners.
No.
You're nasty. You don't wipe her pussy. You don't wipe her ass. Then she all on your bed.
I ain't got none of that. I ain't got no fucking dog at all.
All on your rug and shit.
Yeah, but you just went from going, hopefully my man's pipes me out on the, that's what they're saying in the chat. And then you go and say that. That's where it's too much. Like, I didn't want to, it's just like, that's why they were like,
my man pipe me down.
That's what Howie was saying.
He didn't say that.
That's what Howie's saying.
Did he? I didn't hear that.
My nigga said my man pipe me down.
I didn't hear him say that.
I don't even know what y'all talking about. I don't even know.
Oh shit, he can pipe you out.
Pipe me down is two different things. Like, pipe me down, that's like some head. Pipe me out, that's like a haircut. I don't know what.
I don't know, man.
I think that's Alabama. That's in Alabama.
I get no. I know what happened. Javi and Rafi came out.
Pipe me out in the B&B.
Get the fuck out of here.
Rafi said he's sweet, so now Javi.
No. I'm sour. I'm sour. I'm sour.
They taking that back. You say you sweet.
I'm sour.
Hey,
yo, over in the UK, sweets is something you eat.
Yeah. Yo, I'm out. On that note, I ain't going back to the sweet topic. My name is NetsGTO. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at Ness GTO. Peace.
At Mario Mungia on Twitter, at Mario Mungia on Instagram. Peace.
And Ron GFIQ, I'm gonna put pressure on Ness like he puts pressure on AJ to put these damn content videos out. So we're gonna have more videos out today.
So I mean, you're gonna have to.
I'm just
you're gonna have to stay. There's no way I could do both.
I'm just giving.
I mean, I'm gonna have to stay. I'm telling you.
Ness
Dog.
is holding all the gold right now. He keeps talking about these interviews off camera.
And this is no. This is Sour Rough. This is Sour Rough, and it's Instagram coach_Rough. Okay, now we out.
Everybody did it. Everybody
Mike did it.
Gross.
Mike.
I don't want to be associated with y'all today, so just go ahead and go out, man.
Oh,
That's
Fuji Mike.